Perfect. Perfect. Here we go. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let me... Is it good? It's good, right? YouTube live stream. All right. Can you guys see the stream on YouTube? Let me double check. Double check to make sure everybody can see the stream on YouTube. Yes, they can. From what I see. Right? YouTube. Yeah, they can. Okay, good. All right, let's go. All right, good. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I have to do some. I have to restart a stream over there. Something that I need to do something on that. Okay. Can you talk about this? Of trolls. All right. You basically just.
Epitome of troll.
Yeah, right. Epitome of trolls.
I don't know with this guy if kung alam niya ba talaga yung salitang respeto sa draft.
Trolled. That's the call. Simply cannot play. But I don't understand what he said over here. I think he's saying that I don't understand how to draft. The person who doesn't understand how to draft here, it's pretty obvious. We all know who that is, you know? Now, yet again, for those who are unreasonable about this, there's nothing I can say to you, right? Feel free to leave. You're not here to talk. You're not here to talk. You're here to trash talk. That means you don't. That means I don't want to talk to you. A game. But if you want to shut up and listen, that's fine. A steady, a reliable source of initiation. That's basic of any MOBA. This is not your 5 versus 5 rank going against people who are 100 points, 200 points. This is not rank. This is competitive. I can't believe that a team at this level would not pick a simple initiator. What is going on?
Again, there are initiators.
Again, you're wrong because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Those are not initiators. And I can prove you wrong through all the footages that I can find. And you guys have already seen some. For him to, he will constantly say this because in his mind, he thinks those are good initiators. But I'll tell you, those are not. Right now, the current meta is about chain CC quad control. Alice, if you look at RRQ's entire invitational, it's Alice Valier, or Alice Loi, Kufra Valier, Kufra Loi, Alice Farsa, Kufar Farsa. That's the only comp they run. This entire tournament. Why do they do that? Because the chain CC is quad control. It's big AOE, area of effect, quad control. Okay?
That's a fail to acknowledge that they were.
Are you talking about North American team sucks? Yeah, I didn't fail. You just didn't know what you're talking about. No, not after watching this.
I guess it came out of you that NA sucks. I'm not really sure. I'm not even watching, and to be honest, I don't really know how you guys play. But
Rob is a guy who said I can use Helker to initiate. When somebody say that, I don't know what to say. Go ask. Go to actual MPL team and talk to the coaches. Hey, coach, should I use Helker to initiate? Actually talk to the teams. Use Helker to initiate. My gosh.
Like what you've said.
And this is the guy that's telling us. That I don't understand Ben Pick. Okay, whatever you say, Rob. Let's go. This professional league, at least the qualifier, got me cringe so hard. I watched this. I just don't know what I was watching. Let's quickly take a look at the Game 2 Ben Pick. The Game 2 Ben Pick, BP once again did not pick a single initiator. Guess who they had as their tank hero? They had...
Oh, alright. So Cho cannot be called as initiator. Well, I like what I've said. Popolin Kupa could initiate. Alright, what kung iisipin natin, what are the things that he actually considered as an initiator? Those were just simple.
That's a good question, Rob. That you finally asked the right question. Maybe you use the word of saying anyone. Okay, listen. In Rob's mind, his dictionary of initiator is anyone with a quad control, anyone with a stun, anyone with knockup can initiate. That's not what initiation is. Silane quad control need to be used on certain heroes and certain heroes alone. Okay? Imagine, listen guys. When's the last time you played a game with in rank where you had like your teammate Chow keep on kicking the enemy Kufra, keep on kicking the enemy enemy Atlas or tank, whatever. What are you gonna say to that child? What did you say to that child? Like, what are you gonna say to that child? Let's just think. Last time and the next time you had a child in your team and they keep on kicking the front line, what are you gonna say to the child? Are you freaking dumb, child? That's probably your normal reaction. Every single normal person will say, what the fuck are you doing, child? Can you please kick enemy backline? Can you please do that? That's what child does. A good child player is really good at flanking enemy backline. They're really good at flanking enemy backline. And when you try to flank enemy backline, that's not called an initiator. Initiator is a role. It's not because you have a qual control, it just means you can initiate. Just because Luoyi has a qual control doesn't mean Luoyi is an initiator, bot Rob. Alright, let me turn on VIP mode. 1 second. I don't have my own meta. Understand, it's common sense. It's common sense. It's basic MOBA common sense. Common sense. Alright, let me turn it on. If you can't agree with on that, then I don't know how to talk to you. I really don't know how to talk to you. Here, let me turn on the VIP mode. 1 second. Live chat. VIP mode only. Alright, I turn it on. Good. Here we go. Alright, let's continue.
Tanks like the Kufra, the jump, and the rage. Are those the only thing that you could be able to think as an initiator?
That's not the only thing I look at. The initiator need to have the following roles. Number 1, he or she must be able to check vision. Vision is number one job for an initiator. If you cannot check vision, how are you going to initiate? If you can't assert a position in the map, on the map, how you cannot initiate. Number 1 is vision control. That person has to have the ability to control vision. Can Popo and Koopa do that? When I'm gonna go back to what I said. Popo Koopa is extremely good as a tank hero if they're winning. But on a competitive scene, that winning, that condition is too much to ask. What says that you're gonna win this game? How do you determine that? Popo and Koopa vision control is good to begin with. But then if your enemy team lands a good team fight and you lost that area of control, the next moment you're gonna lose everything on the map. Because it takes him, Popo and Koopa, if you play this hero, you realize you have to get in a melee range in order to throw a trap, right? You have to get in like a melee, it's actually shorter than your auto attack range. You have to walk to the area in order to put a trap. Guess what happens when you walk to the area, man? If you want to get a vision with Popo and Koopa, if you want to get vision with Luoyi, if you want to get vision with Valir, are you freaking kidding me right now? Those are already disqualified for initiator. Number 2, you gotta get large AoE quad control. Single AoE quad control is fine as long as they have high frequency of quad control. There are multiple kinds of initiators. Yuzhong can initiate, for example. Why? Yuzhong have a large AoE quad control, but Yuzhong is best used as a fighter. It's like, this hero is tier S as a side lane. Why would I use Yuzhong as a tank? You know what I mean? I can kill the marksman in one shot. Why would I give him no farm? It makes no sense. That's why Yuzhong is played as a fighter. But Yuzhong can actually initiate, right? Because he has large AoE. He can jump in, knock everybody up, especially use Petrify. You have to understand, those are the basic qualifications. The initiator have to go in and not die. That's a third qualification. They have to have the ability to go in and get out. If you go in and you die, that's called feeding. That's basic common sense. If you go in and you can't come out, that's called feeding. Feeding, my guy. You know what feeding is? Feeding. Okay? Those are what I consider as initiators. So Rob, if that's what you're looking for, that's your answer. Popo and Koopa, that's their main tank. They have Lilia as support. They have almost no quad control. You have heroes like freaking Chow. We have heroes like freaking Lilia and Lancelot. Okay? All 3 heroes, Chow is a single target quad control, maybe a knockup, a small AoE, and you got an export, right? No quad control. You got a Popo and Koopa, that's a single target quad control as well. I mean, what is going on? Meanwhile, look at the Doggy's team. Doggy's team didn't do anything special. All they had was a Kufra, all they had was a Farsa, And guess what? Those are just basic meta heroes that they picked up. There was nothing special to their rotations. Is NXP's rotation just magical compared to BP? I do not think so. It's 1-3-1 basic. Everybody do the same thing.
Are you actually saying that the pick coming from the NXP, or at least Doggy's team, as you are actually assumptive that he's actually part of it, is that they won because they picked the so-called meta that you know, and there is nothing special about it?
Yes, and enemy didn't. That's why I said they won.
Do you actually think that they did practice it? I mean, you're actually just trying to portray the meta that you wanted, or at least the meta that you only can think of. It's just, if I'm not mistaken, that was Indonesian meta.
That's not what I think. That's not what I conjured in my mind. All right, I had my assumptions. It's verified through MPL Indonesia. It's verified through all the pro teams in North America. It's verified through my own experience. The meta is let's say for example, when Hayabusa was OP and then it went to not OP, you keep on playing Hayabusa, you realize, oh my god, why did I keep on losing with Haya? What happened? I used to be global 1 Haya, but now I can't even win a game with Haya. What happened? And then you start analyzing, oh, because all the heroes can easily crowd control Hayabusa, that makes Hayabusa out of meta. Hayabusa cannot clear wave as easy as before. Hayabusa is meta right now. I'm just using random heroes as an example. The meta is defined by, there are multiple ways. The pro scenes usually set a certain standard of meta. And then, where did that come from? Where do pro scenes get their meta from? Number one, coach analysis, right? Number two, they a lot of time get it from rank. They play rank, they realize, oh my god, Hilda is off the meta for so long, but whenever enemy team pick Hilda, all of a sudden we cannot win anymore. What happened? Why does Hilda able to one-shot my marksman? Doesn't matter how farmed I am, doesn't matter what I do, the Hilda comes in, boom, ultimate. Issue of judgment, I'm dead. All of a sudden, you will see Hilda in a competitive scene. So there are multiple ways how meta is defined, okay? But it's not defined by me. As coach, you analyze, you think, right? And then you verify. That's what you do. You do step-by-step testing. So what he said is, do you think the meta, you just think that Doggy picked the meta that you think is the meta? What he's trying to say here is saying like, they're just doing what you like. Yeah, because what I liked, it come from analysis, a conclusion of a lot of other videos I watched, a lot of other pro scenes I watched. It's not something that I just assumed. If you didn't watch the last video, unfortunately it's deleted, but I showed you guys a lot of the proofs already. Okay, let's continue. The only thing is, they pick heroes that's gonna win in a freaking team fight, whereas their opponent BP pick heroes that make no sense. This is literally the composition I would get on my team when I play solo queue, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a 5 vs 5 competitive. I don't know what's going on under scrims. I mean, what is Lilia gonna do in the middle of the team fight? Yes, early game is a little bit strong. Yes, they end up getting a first blood, I think. But what is Lilia gonna do in a mid to late game team fight?
Well, in terms of the drafting, yeah, I would definitely agree with him on this part that NXP Solid has a better draft compared to BP. But I only would like to say is that why is there? I mean, I would just like to defend why they're actually doing it, because the difference in between the teams are actually big. I mean, huge in terms of
yeah.
Because
this is what I have problem with. This is what I have problem with. Okay, North America don't have a lot of teams. North America, like a lot of people say, is a shitty region. And no defense on that. This region for Mobile Legends is a shitty region, but this region for League of Legends, for all the other like titled MOBA, the big influential MOBAs, North America is number one. This is the capital. This is the world capital city of the world of MOBA. Okay, Mobile Legends. The reason why North America is such a shitty region is because there's no player here. Nobody cares about Mobile Legends in North America. Nobody cares about mobile games in North America. Okay, when people say North America is trash, yes, I agree. North America's server is trash. Go ask Kun, go ask General. They will tell you the exact same thing. Go ask Zane. They will tell you the exact same thing. The problem here is, even North America with such trashed region, we have enough teams. I can put together 16 teams easily in North America that will pick based off meta. Here is flipping. Pick out of 1,000 teams. You have 1,000 teams, 1,200 teams. 1,200 teams that you guys had to participate in the open qualifier to select 16 teams. At least they're top teams, right? Out of the 1,200 teams. And they don't understand what meta is. They don't do basic research. North American teams at least watch MPL Indo, at least watch MPL Philly, and then learn from them. Because we don't have team to play with. We don't have the team to play against. So what do we do to learn meta? We watch other regions and we learn, right? But here is 16 teams selected out of 1,000 teams that can understand what meta is. That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable to me on the level of MPL. Because this is, you have to understand, Europe, North America do not have the opportunity to participate in tournament like this. They don't have opportunity to participate in tournament like this. This only happened in SCA. That's why I left 2 years ago. And that's why most of the YouTubers are going to leave in North America once Wild Rift comes out. The fact that you said there's a huge difference between teams, I understand. I can easily tell, yes, there's a huge difference, but why? Why is there a huge difference? This is MPL qualifier. Is troll teams, is shitty teams allowed to join this level of competition? You know?
It's NXP is a whole organization, and just to let you know, BP, this is Team GSAP, okay? GSAP, if you actually read it backward, that's Pasig. That was a city here in Metro Manila in the Philippines. That these individuals were friends from that particular place, and they just lucky enough to be able to go up until the main qualifiers. All right. So are you saying to me, I mean, this team, this 5 individuals that doesn't have a coach, doesn't have anything, are not, you cannot be able to respect them? I mean, are you saying to...
Back to my, the analysis I just used. If a criminal kills somebody, just because he had a rough upbringing, are you going to respect the criminal? No. If a team is bad, he's bad. If a team is bad, the team is bad. Okay, I can sympathize that you don't have a coach, and it's unfair that Doggy's team has this facility. He has a team. He has analyst. He has coach. He has the whole system that trains. Okay, I can be sympathetic, but I can't respect. Respect is earned. It's not entitlement. Continue.
To me, that they are not capable on winning is because they do this draft, because this is what they practice. This is what they do. So I guess before you actually state the fact that these people are not drafting the way you wanted them to draft, is that probably you just have to go back in history. Who are these people? Who are BP? Who are Team GSAP? All right, these were young individuals that are really aspiring to be able to go into the MPL just by the mere fact of determination.
So, good for them. Good for them. But does it... Okay. Listen. I go ahead and get 5 random friends together, and I go join MPL. I aspire to be pro. Okay? And I don't have a coach. I don't know how to draft. I don't even understand how the meta works. I go against team NXP. I go against Doggy's team, and I lose. I got destroyed. 0-20. Didn't even take a single tower. Yeah. Yes. Good job. You know, good job trying. Does this change the fact that the qualifier is a joke? No. The fact that I was allowed to be on the same stage with Doggy's team is a joke to begin with. That doesn't change. Okay, just because I go back to history, they have a rough time, you know, training as a team. They have a rough time together as a team. That doesn't change the fact that this qualifier was a joke. That's undeniable. It's talking about this criticism is specifically related to this qualifier. I'm not talking about their team. I'm not talking about their history. If you want me to talk about their history, that's fine. That's a different video, right? I'm specifically talking about this video itself, and this video is talking about the qualifier itself, and the qualifier was a joke, was a clown show, and everybody agreed to that.
All right. and you're actually crushing it because you think they weren't good enough, just like what you think what's good enough, man.
Nothing. How is it gonna stop Farsa? Farsa outranged Lilia, and Helker can one-shot Lilia, right? Right? You have a Lancelot can one-shot Lilia as well. You have a bunch of heroes that can one-shot your entire team. If Kufa jumps on your team, what is Lilia gonna do to stop them? Nothing. I'm not gonna talk about this game anymore. The first game, I think Doggy absolutely got a free ride. And let's quickly go into the next game where NXP taking on Team Chicks, CCCC. For the first game, CCCC Team Chicks did not pick a single support. They had Atlas, which is really good. They had Jawhead as a support. Basically, they had 2 melee heroes in mid. And what will happen with that is you're missing out poke. You're missing out a lot of crowd control. Yes, you have a really strong presence early on, but this will quickly fade away once enemy team outpoke you. And that's exactly what happened to Team CCCC. Because NXP has Valir, which counters Jawhead, which counters Atlas, which counters Harith, right? They'll probably even counter Hayabusa if you push properly. The fact that you have so many options available and you end up picking a Jawhead first pick, it's just beyond me, right? Loi is available. Where's the common sense, right? Don't you guys watch MPL Indonesia? Why not pick Loi early on?
All right. Why would you? Well, I could agree with him. Aloy could be a better pick, but if you're actually trying to compare with the meta from Indonesia to the meta here in the Philippines, is that I'm pretty sure probably there's part of you is correct, but like what we've said, these people or probably these players doesn't have the enough resources to be able to have someone like a coach or someone to look after it.
Yeah, we're going back to sympathizing the team again. Like, I've had enough sympathizing the teams, guys. Again, I'm gonna say this one last time. Anytime you comment this, I'm not gonna respond to it anymore. We can sympathize teams all we want. They don't have a coach, sure. They have difficulties, sure. But it doesn't mean this team is not bad, okay? And bad teams should not be allowed in the grand final qualifier for the MPL. That's not allowed. That just means that Doggy got a free ride, right? Right? Tell me anything that I said that was not fact. I don't know why people get so offended off this. Listen, I don't say stuff with the intention to offend. I say stuff based on my observation, based on what I see. This is what I saw. You can sympathize teams all you want. It doesn't change that the qualifier was a joke. Continue.
Them to be able to play or to get the draft with them. This were definitely people just wanted to play the game. But sad to say, they couldn't be able to grasp the exact meta that what this Dave is trying to portray. But if we could be able to argue in terms of the meta of each country, probably Indonesia could be able to have such good meta for right now. Probably you could say that. These were the things that we could agree to disagree because yes, Indonesian meta is quite different on the meta here in the Philippines, but who are we to say that which one is better? I mean, it's your own prerogative to say which one is better for you. But for these people, this is what they think what's right for them at that moment. And we could only say this because it's already done. I mean, it's already finished. Subconsciously, probably, they did wrong on that specific draft. But, I mean, the job...
That's not... If you can say that they did wrong in one draft, that's every game. That's every game, guys. They did draft like this every single game. Go watch the entire tournament, guys, please. 9 hours, I sit back, watch the entire thing, and I got cringed so hard. I don't know what I was watching. He said in the early of the video, said, I hope you don't regret it. Yes, I did regret it in a lot of ways, but I still watched it because I want to make... For all my Philippine viewers, guys, I can't be more grateful for your support. I love my Philippine community because a lot of my viewers actually come from Philly. I made a video not to offend, once again. You have to understand. But when I watched this, initially, my intention was to make a video to analyze the strongest team in MPL PH. Or to... What I really wanted to do was compare the meta between MPL PH and MPL Indo. You have to understand, when I look at meta, I don't say that... I agree, different regions have different metas. And they have the way they play the game. You have the way they play the game. Different regions have different ways they play the game. 100% fact, and nobody denied that. But you have to understand there is something called completely off meta and trolling. Okay? There's something called doesn't make any sense, aka nonsense. This is called qualifier. Yeah, this is a qualifier for the MPL seat. If you win this, you get the seat, you get the ticket to go to MPL Dragon Serpent. That's why it's so important. How like if you're a called MPL team, you're literally held to the highest prestige in Mobile Legend community, isn't it? That's why this entrance is so important. And the fact the qualifier is such a joke got me cringe so hard. It makes no sense. You shouldn't have qualifier with a team like this to join. Okay? So initially I was gonna make an analysis video comparing MPL Indo and MPL Philippines and meta. That's what I wanted to do. That's why I watched the entire qualifier. I watched the entire invitational for MPL Indo. And you know what I saw from MPL PH qualifier though? Jokes! Clown show, guys. I'm not even kidding. I was so depressed. I was so disappointed watching the entire tournament. I was sitting there and be like, I was gonna take notes to see like why they picked. I cannot find any pattern. I cannot find any reasonable picks. It's just tier ass teams going against Apex. That's what I see. Like Mythical Glory going against Apex. That's literally what I see. That's literally what I saw. That's what I watched. Do I regret it? Yes. Do I not regret it? Not really, because I can make a video out of it. After that, I was like, no, I cannot compare meta. I simply cannot compare meta. I can't. Because there's no meta here. I can't watch. There's no meta. There's nothing. There's no pattern. There's nothing. There's no trend. Nothing. It's just team picking whatever the fuck they want. So that's why I changed the title to Doggy Got a Free Ride, which was a fact. So you have to understand the original intention was to compare the meta. I completely agree with Rob when he said different regions have different metas. Of course, man. Everybody knows that. That's what I wanted to do. I want to make a video to compare the metas, but that's not what happened.
Ahead pick, for God's sake, is actually viable, to be honest, even as a tank. If you we were one of the broadcasters of Racer C Invitational, and Jawhead is being used as a tank with a support emblem, and it's really viable. If I'm
Yes, it's all situational. Bad teams going against bad teams, mediocre teams going against mediocre teams. If they both pick troll heroes, yes, you're gonna have like good game. You know what? I can show you tournaments from MPL Indo as well. Burmese Ghost going against Team Geek, GEK. Go back to watch those games. Neither team picked initiator. They both picked what we saw here. Pobon Kuba initiation, Joha support. All you see is a cluster show. Like sometimes this guy wins, sometimes that guy wins. It's back and forth. There's no like as a caster, it's really hard for me because I'm a caster and then also analyst, right? It's really hard for me to watch the tournament because I don't know who's gonna initiate. I'm waiting for Jaha to jump in, throw somebody out and jump out. That's basically what he does. I'm just literally waiting for that because it's clustered. That doesn't mean when Loyi is available, you pick Jawhead. I don't know why he keep on justifying for bad drafts. This is why the community is largely undereducated. Because you don't get the right information. You keep on listening to YouTubers that would justify, this guys are a pro team, so whatever they pick must make sense. Who said that? Let me ask you a question. Wasn't that not long ago that everyone on the planet believed Earth was flat? Was that not long ago that nobody knows gravity exists? Who said the authority is always right? Who said that? Think. I don't look at certain things like just because Lemon picked Alice doesn't make Alice meta for me. I have to look at why he picked Alice and when this happens. And then analyze there's a pattern. Oh, they only pick Alice when any team pick Esmeralda. Then you find a pattern. Because you find a pattern, you know the reasoning behind it, and that's called analyzing. Next time when you see the same situation, if enemy team pick Esmeralda going against RQ, I know there's a good chance RQ Lemon will pull Alice again. That's analyzing. Let's continue.
Let me say.
This hero is probably the strongest. I'm not gonna say the second strongest. I'm gonna say probably the strongest.
Well, I agree with Loyi. I've been using Loyi, and I guess it was one of the strongest support hero right now.
Yes, support in the game. Bars none, no second best.
By the way pala mga tol, sorry kung panay tayo English dito kasi I'm really hoping na makita to ni Dave.
Okay. And then you have Jawhead. He's like, I only understand and then blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, I don't understand that, Rob. I don't understand that, Rob. That part, I lost it. That was in Tagalog. You have to speak English. Instead of Aloy, imagine you have Aloy this game, right? I don't know why Aloy is just not picked today at all by Team Chicks. Maybe this never played this hero. Maybe this hate this hero. I don't know. You know, maybe they never had success with this hero. Maybe the coach thought, okay, maybe my player hero put in support this hero. But it's not a hard hero though. Like my viewers can play it, I can play it, and I don't play that many hours compared to the professional players in Philly. You guys can play it. Why not?
Number one, again and again, they were not professionals. They weren't professional. That's the reason why they're on the qualifiers, because they were amateur teams longing and wanting to be.
Well, then they need to be multiple layers of filtering, right? You think this amateur teams longing and wanting to go to MPL. Okay, so I don't believe. Thank you, Lord PDP, for the donation, by the way, Masarap. I don't believe there need to be this mass C-level qualifier and just select 16 teams, and this 16 teams will just go to the grand final. I don't believe that. I think that's not grand final. Go to the MPL. That's pretty fucked up, to be honest. Doggy's team once again went through a lot of effort, went through a lot of seasons of not being qualified to MPL. Kudos to him for all the effort they put in. It doesn't justify how easy they had with the qualifier, right? The Doggy's team is in MPL now. Because for what? Because their hard work, sure, but also because the qualifier was a joke. Right? Why are teams like this are allowed to join a qualifier to begin with? This is MPL PH, guys. This is MPL PH, one of the most prominent region, one of the region I look up to. Why do I even know this? I'm in North America. If I don't care about Philly, if I don't look up to this region, why would I make a video about it? You guys tell me, all my Philly viewers, all the trash talkers. Before you trash talk, I watched more MPL PH games than you did, and you're in Philippines. And I make a video about it because I analyze it. Okay? I analyze it. That doesn't mean I disrespect doesn't disrespect Philippines as a region. I'm just simply saying that this qualifier is a joke, which is a fact.
Be on the MPL to be so-called pros.
First pick, Loy, I don't understand. This hero literally counter every single one on entire. And you guys, most importantly, guys, you guys should hold the region more to a higher standard. For my viewers in Philly, are you guys satisfied with this kind of quality qualifier? Are you guys just happy? Oh my God, my idol Doggy got into the MPL. Are you satisfied with the way how they got in? Your favorite YouTuber, your favorite team in MPL Philly, in Philippines, got in because they went against a team who play like epics. Are you happy this is the way they got in? Is this a success story? I couldn't get in for 3 to 4 seasons. I couldn't get in for many seasons, and now I got in because my enemy team are trash. Is that a successful story that you want to hear? You tell me. That's not a story that I want to hear. And I'm a fan. I'm really, really good friend with Doggy. So, an XP's team. That support will single-handedly carry the entire game. He would counter Kufra. He would counter Roger. He would almost counter Valir. Who would almost certainly counter Thamus. Right? Maybe you need some PO to protect against Helkert. That's about it. But they didn't pick it. Alright, let's continue to the next game. The second game, Team Chicks win it with their Jawhead once again, but this time will surprise me with the Chang'e pick. Why?
All right. Quick disclaimer. I don't really know if I could be able to find it, but yeah. If you just to let you know, Team Chick, one of the players, I'm not really sure who, is one of the players who's on the top PH for the Chang'e, and I guess this is a very comfortable pick with them. And if he actually watched Team Chick play it, they actually, if I'm not mistaken, they did one against Ifios. I'm not really sure which one, but they did one using the Chang'e. Definitely. I watched that, I just forgot. I'm too lazy to check which team, but they did use it on the qualifiers, and the
Chang'e I'll take your word for it, Rob.
Is very, very effective.
Chang'e, right? This hero is a rank hero. Okay, it's basically a rank hero that would be really popular in legend to low mythic rank. Okay, it's not.
This is a rank hero. on your prerogative, on your meta. All right. But these players, like what we've said, this is a pocket strategy coming out from them, and this is something that they would like to surprise their opponent.
Yeah, surprise when you're one game behind. Like, this is it, guys. Like, let me surprise them because we're about to lose. So let me pull out something that we don't play against the next few ways. Okay, Team Chicks use a hero they win with against noobs, against other teams at their own level. They going against team like NXP, with that we all agree are a professional level team, right? Doggy's team. Using this hero, isn't that counterproductive? You're already behind. You're like, I'm gonna do my best. This is my last chance. If I lose this match, I lose this tournament. Pack can go home. And this is the time that you pick out Chang'e as a hero to go against Team NXP. That's not how you use pocket strategy. That's just not how you do it. Pocket strategy is Bellman, Alice, to surprise, but also make sense. Listen, when RQ first took out Bellman, it took a lot of people by surprise, but not me. The fact I've mentioned in my video, because I've talked about on live stream. I don't know if anyone was here when I was streaming with Hoon. When I was streaming with Hoon, Coach James was also there, which is RQ's coach. And I was talking about this. I forgot who asked this question. Said, why do you use Bellman to go? Why do you pick Bellman? Why did RQ pick Bellman? I said, Coach James, before you answer, let me ask. Do you guys pick Bellman just to counter Uranus? And he said yes. He confirmed it. He didn't want to confirm it. He confirmed it. Why? Because it makes sense. You first look at it, you're surprised. You're like, oh my god, Bellman for the first time. This is going to be an exciting match, right? And then look at what they do. They purposely put Bellman into Uranus lane and they match Uranus all the time. They make sure Uranus doesn't have the lane advantage, so he can't rotate. If Uranus is going to try to clear away, Bellman going to spin on him and Uranus dies. So, and obviously Bellman has ultimate that can execute Uranus. We all know Uranus will activate his ult when he's really, really low and just start running away and regen everything up. But not against Bellman, right? If Bellman gets you low, boom. He's dunk you and you're dead. That's literally what they do, right? They pick Bellman to counter Uranus. That's called pocket strategy, okay? Picking Chang'e in this scenario, like, what's the reasoning behind this? You can say this is the hero they win with, but doesn't mean you can use it. This is your last chance, by the way. If you don't win this, you lose. And this is your last chance to win this tournament. And you pick out Chang'e that you win against in rank. You win with in rank. That's not what you do in a freaking tournament. In a tournament, you do your absolute best. Absolute best. You pull your best, most OP heroes. Not Chang'e. Not Chang'e, no. A competitive scene. Chang'e is easily countered. If enemy team pick, for example, Boxia. If they pick Lolita, right? Why would you pick Chang'e? It makes no sense. It simply made no sense to me. And they end up doing it. And because of that, they lost the game heavily to NXP. And you know what, guys? When we moved to the very last game, where Team Chicks take on Team NXP, they didn't. By the way, rock hard, welcome to the One Butt Chick family. Mama muster up. Not learn from their mistake. They lost once with Chang'e hyper carry. They're like, this is not enough. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, so Team Chicks, when they met NXP again in a grand final for this qualifier, guess what they did? They decided to take out Chang'e yet again. Alright, because I don't know, maybe someone's a Loli fan, just absolutely love Loli characters, and they just decided to do it, and then they want to prove to the world that I'm gonna make Chang'e meta. Okay, I don't care if Chang'e is revamped, I don't care if it's Layla.
Alright. Eto, galing na sa kanya mismo. I mean, this is a complete naysayer for me. I mean, a complete bias analysis. I mean, I don't care because you only care about the meta that you think is good for you.
Sure. Okay. What he said here regarding my wording, I agree. Like, I would change my wording a little bit more regarding what I said. Okay, sure. I don't care. Like, but that doesn't mean, when I say I don't care, I don't mean like I don't look at other regions. I do my research. When I say I don't care, it's like when all the heroes are available, like I don't care how much you want to play this hero. When all the OP heroes are available as a coach, I can care less about your feelings. I want you to win. All right. If you don't win, you're off my roster. You're gone. That's how a coach thinks. I can be soft. I can be nice to you. I can talk to you afterwards. But understand, on a competitive scene, on the battlefield, I don't care about your feelings. If you don't listen to me, you're gone. You're not on the roster anymore. Because I want my team to win. I have my boss I need to answer to. I need my team to win so everybody can make money. So everybody's happy. All the players here to win. I'm not here to have 4 other players, maybe if hundreds or millions of fans watching you play a troll hero and lose. That's not what coach do. That's what I mean by I don't care. I care a whole lot though about the meta. I watch other regions meta. I play my own meta, obviously, and then analyze. The meta, the conclusion that I had right now is it's a summation of everything that I observed and learned and summarize. It's not something that I conjured in my mind. All right, continue.
In your eyes, in your mind. All right. So where is the actual respect on the analysis on this part? You don't really care. You just want people to care on your thoughts, not about the whole picture.
Again, I've said it, right? I care about the analysis. I care about the region, the meta. But when I say this, I don't care your feeling. I don't care about people's feelings, why they have to pick Chang'e. That's what I mean. I didn't finish in this. So for that, this is actually my bad. You know, so what he said was true. I can tone down my tones a little bit, right? I shouldn't say I don't care, just like that. I should say I don't care about the players' feelings. What I care about as a coach is to win. Let's continue.
Sure.
As we went, I don't care. Okay, I'm the best player. I'm the king of the jungle. I'm the king of the building. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm just gonna take Chang'e and be useless this entire game because that's what I'm all about. I think that's exactly what Team Chick decided to do. Maybe they had success in Scrim, but once again, guys, strong or not strong, it's all relative. Chang'e is not a bad hero, like I said, in rank. In competitive scene, you could have picked a lot better heroes as your hyper carry. They did not do that. Chang'e hyper carry? It's just, why? And the very last game, the very last match, NXP going against Team CCCC. Once again, Team Chicks, with Valir available, with Loi available, they decided not to go with it. Okay, they decided to go with Kagura. I mean, I understand Kagura has a little bit more survivability in front of Selena. Maybe in front of Hellcurt. Sure, makes some sense.
Alright, so he's actually talking about here, ladies and gentlemen, about the Kagura pick, right? Okay, so I did save a picture here from I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it.
Is he showing ranked results? Let me take a look.
Please focus.
Can I see clearly? You need to block his face in order for the camera to focus.
Oh my god, it's not focusing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, but people probably could be able to see it now. Alright, there you go.
Philippine number 3 Kagura.
See that? That's a Philippine number 3 Kagura. That's Cax, okay? That was exactly the player who did use, alright, the Kagura.
This is what I mean, Rob! Listen, Rob. This is what I mean by show off. Show off. He is Philippine number 3 Cox. So what? I'm world number 5 Hanzo. Do you see me play Hanzo in a freaking tournament? Just because you have global title doesn't justify a bad fucking draft. Understand that. I cannot emphasize this. You can be global 1 Martis. Doesn't mean I'm gonna use fucking Martis in the tournament. Doesn't mean you can be global 1 Alucard. Doesn't mean I'm gonna use Alucard in the fucking tournament. It doesn't work, Rob. Yes, he was global Philippine number 3 Kagura. Who the fuck cares? I need to win this tournament. I don't care you're a global 1 Alucard. I really don't care. I'm a coach. I want you to win. I want you to bring the best games the viewers can see. Common sense, Rob.
Here, and of course Dave doesn't know that. All right,
I don't care about that. That's what I mean. I don't care. He said I don't know. I didn't know he was Philippine number 3 Kagura. Sure, I didn't know. So what's your point? This is a show off.
It's just looking on the perspective that is not effective because they did lose. But if you actually know the players, they are capable on winning on that hero, and that's what they thought on that time. And who are you or who are we to say that it's not gonna be effective up until we saw the result, right?
Still, understand. No, I'm not saying it's gonna be effective or not. I'm saying there are a lot better choices, aka Lui, that you didn't pick. Paulo said, when I watched Paulo's reaction video, he said all the players from Team Chicks are people who are 2,000 points. 2,000 points. Okay, if you're 2,000 points in rank, let me ask you one question. Don't you know Lui is the most OP support in the game? Don't you know by that point? Don't you know that Lui is tier S support by that point? Why do you pick Kagura? Does it not come to your head that, oh, I can pick Lui? Why you're justifying this? I don't understand why there's so many YouTubers that want to make a video just because it has, this kind of sounds bad for a Philippine server. I'm gonna stand out, be the social justice warrior. I'm gonna bring justice to the community. Dave, you shut the fuck up. You don't touch my Philippine server. What? What? What are we talking about here? We're analyzing facts. Okay, you don't tell me about emotions. Emotions don't really matters, man. Facts matters. I know we don't know the results until the end of the game. Yeah. But Lui is available. Why don't you pick Lui? We all know, as any good player would have any sense would know, that Kagura has, like, Kagura was, sorry, but Lui was it's going to be 1,000 times better choice here. Why you pick Kagura? Why you pick Kag? And that's meta free, right? It doesn't mean like, it means like, doesn't matter which region you play in. Lui is tier S support. Bars none. There's no second argument to say Lui is not. You go to ask any pro players, you go to ask any coaches, I can promise you right now, they will tell you the same thing. Even he admitted it, that Lui is tier S support. And there's no second best. Why do you pick Kagura? Because it's show off! It's a show off! It's that obvious. I'm Philippine number 3, Kagura. I'm gonna use Kagura. This game is all about early game. Kagura is useless early game.
Probably just like your analysis.
You're gonna lose turtle? God damn! Roasted, dude. Shots fired. Alright, let's go. You're gonna lose tower, and when the enemy team gets so farmed, it doesn't matter what you pick, okay? That's why Lui and Valir are so strong, because it's all about early game. Those heroes, Valir number 1 is insanely strong, Lui number 2 is insanely strong. And yet, they pick a Kagura who might be useful at level 4, but are completely useless before level 4. And they just want to do that to go against a Selena who obviously outpoked them, right? And it just didn't work. And the most important thing I saw this game is Team Chick's tank player do not know how to play Atlas. This entire...
Alright, we're not gonna go ahead and check on everything. Yeah, I totally agree with him on that was Jester on the Team Chick. He actually outperformed Hard so badly on that game, and I can agree with him with that. Alright, so this video is taking too long already. Okay, so it's been almost 30 minutes on the record. But I will not be editing anything from here. I would just like to say, of course, number 1 for Dave is that yeah, I can agree with some of your point on this video, but I cannot be able to process everything because I felt it's too biased, and I felt that you are such a hypocrite in the parts of you are actually saying here on your video that the meta that you think what's best is the meta that it has to be taken to look at to everyone. All right.
No, the meta I said is the best. Didn't come from me. Once again, guys. Rob, continue.
And you're somehow saying subconsciously that your the meta from NA is way better than the meta of the Philippines.
Listen to this again.
Consciously that your the meta from NA is way better than the meta of the Philippines. I'm not.
He just put words in my mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, when in the past whatever time, I don't know how long we have done this now. How long have you guys watched the almost entirety of the video? Which part did I say NA meta is better than Philippines? Which part? Give me that sentence. Is everything alright? Is everyone okay?
Please do more
Oh
of
my
these
gosh.
videos. I'm learning more in these videos. And by the way, tell me about Hanabi in this meta and why is she good or bad?
Okay, thank you, Savage McLaren, for the donation. I'm learning more in these videos. And by the way, tell me more Hanabi in this meta. Why is she good or bad? She has no mobility, she has no damage. That's why she's bad. Okay, her late game is good, but the game is all about early game. It doesn't get you late game. So, going back to this, when did I ever say that? When did I ever say that in a million years? Just because you misunderstood the video, just because you don't understand the meta to the point where a pro coach or an analyst will understand the meta, doesn't mean I said NA meta is better than Phili. Just the opposite. NA doesn't have meta. NA doesn't have teams, dude. What I watch, the meta that I understood is from analysis and pattern analysis of all the SC8 pro teams. That's where I get the meta from. It's not something that I think NA is better than Phili. No, not in 1,000 years. NA doesn't have teams, so NA doesn't have meta. My gosh. All right.
I'm not saying, or at least defending our meta here in the Philippines, but I know how to respect, all right, each country. I mean, we have our flaws. You guys have your flaws, and the way you actually, I'm not really sure how you could be able to.
You should do a reaction
if you're looking
on his
on
reaction.
the more deeper analysis perspective of this game, is that you are just trying to prove your point and not looking on the other side of the coin, or at least on a two-way perspective.
And everything I said, I provide solid evidence of why what I said. And so far from what Rob has said, it's just like, okay, when I say ban pick, isn't it? When I say ban pick, if you go back to watch my video here, if you go back, open up the video here, and you actually watch the video here. Watch this, guys. Consistently. Okay. I'm gonna give us the opening of this video. A real fight in Mobile Legends Professional League PH, right, with you guys. Before you guys trash talk, all right, here. I want to first quickly talk about the overall sensation that I got after watching 2 full days of MPL Philly. If you watch MPL Indonesia qualifier, where Team RRQ, I was talking about how RRQ was able to dominate. This is the RRQ footage. I provided RRQ video, the 100% win strategy that I made. I explained everything that I've gotten from Mobile Legends Indo, their meta. Everything I said, I provide solid evidence of why this wouldn't make sense. This is why I said what I said. What Rob said mostly is just emotional. It's just reaction. It's just, okay, you don't understand that, he's like, that's just regional meta. You shouldn't disrespect us. And when did I ever disrespect Philly? I just said this qualifier is a joke. I disrespected the qualifier, which I think every single reasonable viewers should do. The qualifier has nothing to do with the region, right? It's organizer who hosts their tournaments.
So then number 2 is, I think the way you actually think here on this video is that you somehow looking towards, or at least leaning onto the Indonesian meta, and that's respectable. I mean, I've been watching, a shoutcaster for at least 2 years now, almost 2 years now, and I've been watching different countries play, and the only thing that it all boils down, of course, is still going to respect. All right. I've been an international caster for I've casted for Mytel, nice. I've casted for Razor C Invitational, and I've seen a lot of countries. There are countries that are way behind on the meta. There were countries that's somehow absurd on their meta. But one thing is for sure to everyone is that we have to respect. All right, if that is your prerogative, if that was your thinking that this is better, then
all right, Rob. Because of what you said, I'm gonna make an official statement. I respect PH as a region. I do. And I don't know what is a better indication for my respect than watching the entire MPL PH. If I don't respect a region to the highest standard, I wouldn't waste my time making a video about a region. I wouldn't spend my time even watching that region. Listen, there is a region called Japan. Does anyone know there's a Japanese Mobile Legends scene? There actually is. In the M1 tournament, Japan team almost destroyed M1 Grand Final champion, EVO's Legend. They almost destroyed EVO's in the group stage. Have you heard of MPL Japan before? No. I don't watch MPL Japan. Alright, I don't watch. There's no MPL in Japan. There's no Japan Mobile Legends. People just play the game in Japan. I don't know the region. I don't care to know about it because it's a small region similar to NA. Like, I wouldn't watch too much of NA stuff, right? For example. The tiny, like a rank game, Zane going against Ghost. It's fun to watch, but it's not something that talking about a respect level for a region, right? Same thing for a lot of regions. EU, the EU don't have pro scenes either. But I respect PH and I respect Indo for ML, for Mobile Legends. Because these two regions are the biggest region that everywhere, the entire world look towards and learn from. Alright? I don't know if I can give you a more sincere statement than the fact that I spent my entire weekend, which I should rest. Instead of doing that, I spend that time watching the entire qualifier. 9 hours per episode. The qualifier day 1, qualifier day 2. I watched everything, every single match, analyzed every single ban pick, and I made a video. I don't know what other respect do you want me to show for the region. That is my best statement for my respect for the region. I want to make that official.
By all means, you have to say it. But
Rob, listen to Dave. You may learn something.
The fact that there are also meta that are supposed to work. But I mean, this is the reason. I mean, what are we talking about here is in regards with meta is the reason they were meta because they were successful and being used and abused somehow by teams on a higher level, right? That's why we look at them as these were the meta heroes on this path.
No, not necessarily. Let me give it a full definition of meta. Meta is META, okay? Most effective, the full name of meta is most effective tactics available. Most effective tactics available, called meta. This word is basically saying what works. What works, right? So is Belmont meta? Somehow, somewhat, in a little bit, in certain scenarios, when situations fit, when enemy team pick Uranus, sure, Belmont is meta. Is Belmont not meta? Yeah, for most of the games, Belmont's not meta, right? Because it's not the most effective tactics available. You don't look at a team. My philosophy is, I don't believe in the authority. When a team pick a hero, doesn't mean this hero is good. Especially a pro team. When a pro team will randomly pick out Kaja, it doesn't make Kaja meta. What made Kaja meta is you actually see what they did, and you analyze what they did, you go try it yourself. You're like, oh my god, this works. So I started playing Kaja, and we're like, oh my god, Kaja is actually really, really good. That's called you learn and you test, and then you believe. You don't listen and you just believe. Most of the viewers, like especially those haters, are like sheep. You know, they follow the herd. They don't know where they're going. They might go to a slaughterhouse and just get slaughtered one by one. They don't care. Think. All I ask you to do today is to think. I'm not asking much, right? I'm not asking you to respect me or any of that. I just provide my perspective of analysis of certain things that happens. And I observed it and I shared it with my community. And I think everyone reasonable look at the same situation will feel exactly the same. You know, that's how I understand things. But before I share something, I analyze and I make a video, right? I experiment and I make a video. I don't make a video because Pitoski made a video why Cyclops is OP, and I should make another video why Cyclops is OP. I don't do that. Yes, Pitoski is a good mage player. That doesn't make Cyclops OP. If he says Cyclops OP, I'm gonna go test it. I'm gonna listen to the video and say, listen to why he said he's OP, and then I analyze it. If it's true, I will share with my community. If it's fake, then I don't. I don't do anything about it, right? I'll let it go. Because I respect Pitoski. So but right now, by the way, Cyclops will work in certain scenarios. That's what I'm saying. That's how I do my analysis. Okay, one second.
And the only thing that we can think that this might also be a meta if someone is innovative enough to be able to use such heroes. And like what you've said, why pick the Chango, why pick the Diron, everything and all. It's because they were these teams are innovative to be able to
Pause. Listen to what he said.
It's because they were these teams are innovative.
These teams were innovative. When was the last time you innovate on a live tournament? When is the last time a team walking a tournament says, "This tournament I have one goal. That goal is to innovate." No. Let me put this plain and simple for all my viewers here. Innovation doesn't apply to tournaments. Okay, this is what screaming do. This is what practice do. All right, this is why teams practice. This is why there's a difference between a pro team and a trash team. Because of practice. You really think a team on the battlefield can think? You're wrong. That means you've never been a pro player before. If you play the game competitive, you can ask any pro player on the battlefield, how much time do you spend on thinking? If this player is not lying, they will tell you none. 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 Nobody thinks in the tournament, Rob. Nobody does. Ben L. Liam, welcome to the family. Suri, thank you for the donation. Masarab. Rishi Cash, Kang, thank you for the membership. Welcome to the family. Let me finish. Chowdy, thank you for the donation. Okay, let me go back to Sean. Thank you for the donation. You do a reaction to his reaction. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Sorry for missing that. Coming back to what I was saying. You don't innovate on a tournament. You don't think in a tournament. People don't have time for that. You know how much pressure you're under when you're sitting on that chair. You're sitting in a confined space. There are hundreds, millions of people watching you play. Any mistake is like zoomed in, right? Is magnified, and you are so scared to make any mistakes in those tournaments. Compared to a regular rank, you can play Saber. I don't give a fuck. On a tournament, you're under so much pressure. The players do not think. What defines a good team is practice. They practice the same rotation. You guys have said that Doggy, you listen to his blog, he said they practiced 2 weeks for the same rotation. 2 weeks for the same rotation. You know what that is? That's called, if they had an idea, they innovate, right? And they practice in those scrims before the tournament. You don't practice, you don't innovate on live tournament. You don't have time for that. You can think, and that's certainly not what you do. That's certainly not what you do. Okay? Tournament is for you to practice muscle memory. That's why you practice on a day-to-day basis. So if you look at a certain situation, the player immediately react right away. The coach wants them to react. That's how you want to train a team. If I train a team, I'll train a team to do what Doggy teams did, right? The same rotation, I'll ask them to train for a month or even longer. The reason why is I want them to open up the app, close their eyes. They know how to rotate. This is what I want them to do. Because if I understand realistically in a tournament, players cannot think. And that is just plainly facts. From my pro experience. Let's go ahead.
To be able to use this hero, it just so happened that they weren't successful. But one thing is for sure, ladies and gentlemen, as well with Dave, you have to respect them. And number one, and again, before we actually end this video, I would like to say that these teams, all right, they were the individuals. I highly look up onto them. I mean, for even just for determining.
All right. The rest is just BS and virtual signaling. So I'm not gonna do it anymore. Listen, let me finish the analysis with this. All right, we're gonna do our giveaway on Trovo. By the way, if you wanna join the Trovo, go ahead and watch us on Trovo right now. We're gonna do our giveaway on Trovo, okay? Now, rest is just virtual signaling. Number one, respect is not an entitlement. Respect is not granted, but earned. If you want my respect, you have to earn it. Team in Indonesia, when I say meta, he said, oh, you have to look towards Indonesia for meta. No, I look at the entire world, especially Philippines and Indo. Like I said, the original purpose of the video is compare the meta, but the qualifier really disappointed me to a point where I cannot find any pattern, any meta of that sort. So I decided to just share with you why. So I made a different type of video. So you cannot, when he says you have to respect the teams, no. You can do that, that's your choice. But that's not me. For me, if the team wants my respect, they have to earn it. For Team PH, there are teams that I like. There are teams I think they're plainly trolls. Okay? Trolls. For Team Indonesia, does that mean I don't like the region? No. It has nothing to do with the region. I'm just talking about teams. They probably don't have a good coach. They probably don't have a good management system. The teams, some teams in MPL PH are just plainly trolls, and I don't understand why they're there. So I don't watch their games, because every time I watch their games, they disappoint me. Every time I watch their game, they disappoint me, and they lose. Right? Because I know what's going to happen. If I look at a ban pick, I know what's going to happen. For example, if I look Mobile Legends official, right? I'll show you. And then I click on their videos. I click on like videos, and then go back to the tournament. Go to the tournament down below. Over here, past live streams. Okay, so I will just show you an example. I will, by the way, open up all the English versions because I like to listen to English. Okay, so I'll open up day 2.
They still.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute this. I'll give you a random team that picked just like that. Okay, so this is team Burmese Ghost versus Evil's Legend, right? Burmese Ghost is not really a bad team, but this is a team that I consider a troll team. Look, I mean, their picks make some sense, also don't make any sense, right? That's why Evils defeated them pretty easily, but they lost. So we can go to like teams that you don't really heard of, you don't really know. Let me go back to which game I want to show. 1 second. Okay. All right, not Onyx and Evils. I actually watched our game very, very carefully. Go back. I'll show the example of trolls. All right, here. Burmese Ghost versus Team Geek. I'll give an example of this game that I watched. Okay. Pobankua being banned, understandable. Selena first pick, sure. Not Uranus, but sure. You know, I'll like Uranus. If you look at RQ Evos, they will pick Uranus first pick every single time. Let's say BG Burmese Ghost didn't understand that. They picked Selena first pick, right? They went ahead. Look at what I finished their pick with. Not a single initiator, right? Look at Team Geek. Not a single initiator, but this team, like look, if they could have easily lose the game, right? But they have Luoyi. All of a sudden, the game is different. I'm gonna turn off my camera so you can see. Look, Luoyi, Kaja, Uranus, Lancelot, and Jawhead, right? You look at the comps, you're like, all right, they have Uranus, they have Luoyi, right? When I look at this game, I can already tell you that this game, there's more than likely Geek's gonna win. Both of the teams, I'm not really familiar with because they have not proven to be earning my respect right now. They have not earned my respect. So we're gonna go watch those games, and we're gonna go to the results, right? We'll see what happens. Like I said, if you go towards the end, let's go towards the end. Oh, the game is paused. Okay, but so far, Geek is winning. Why? Their comp is, in my opinion, incomplete. And why are they winning? Luoyi and Uranus. Those two picks buff their team to a next level. It's way too strong, and that's why they're winning. But they made mistakes, and they lost. Masha stole the base. Imagine losing on a competitive level, losing to the last, getting the enemy to your last high ground tower remaining with 1 HP. The entire map is up. Imagine losing from this point. Just imagine, guys. This is MPL. If you tell me that I need to respect this team, give me one reason. They don't pick hero that makes sense. They play like trolls, right? Like how am I gonna respect this team? I can't. So if you go back to what Rob was saying, he said I need to respect the teams. No, I don't. Neither should you. Respect is earned. It's not something entitled just because you have a pro in front of your name. I'm Tuturu. I'm a pro player. Respect me. No, that's not how it works. That's not how I function. I will respect you, Tuturu, if you land a 5-man Atlas ult. I will respect you, Tuturu, if you win your team the next game. If you land perfect initiations. If you position good, if you don't feed. I'll respect you. Right? Same as Lemon. Lemon is really, really hyped player in Indonesia, right? Everybody loves Lemon. When I watch Lemon's games, I can point out mistakes after mistakes after mistakes, and I have a private chat with different coaches about those mistakes, and they all admit those are common mistakes a player at that level should not make. Do I respect Lemon? I don't know. I don't know him, right? I didn't grow up with Lemon. You guys play along with Lemon, and he was global something title. So because of that authority, you respected him. For me, I can't. I'm a very analytical person. You have to earn my respect. You have to do things that make sense for me to respect. Yeah. Now, obviously, Lemon's hero pool is insanely good. Lemon's the only player in I think the entire Indonesia MPL scene that can play 1,000 heroes. You can put Lemon on any heroes, and Lemon can play. Right? So far we have seen the most variety, the biggest hero pool coming from that hero. But just because does that earn my respect? Not yet. Right? So my point here is, the backups, is to say that Rob here is saying that I need to respect the team is nonsense to me. It's nonsense to me. I don't respect the team just because they have a pro in front of their title. I don't respect the team just because you have 10 million followers because you're a YouTuber. I know how easy you can get those in SCA. I know how easy you can get to Global 1 title in SCA. Look at Zane. I can guarantee you this. If Zane goes to SCA, right now he has 2 global titles, right? Global 1 Claude, Global 1 Moscow. If you go to Philippines, if he goes to Indonesia, he will probably have 4 or 5 global titles right now. The amount of hours that he plays in SCA is absurd. This player plays he plays Mobile Legends. It's absurd. He plays way too long. And if you watch his stream, about like 30% of the stream is waiting for queues. They can't find games. They can't. Where you go to...
you wanna play?
No, hold on one second. And if you go to SCA, you go to watch like the pro team, the Global 1 player plays. They go against, they're 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 points. They go against people who are 200 points. Like, no. To say that NA is trash is biased. That is what I call epitome of bias. I'm saying that I'm not biased because I admit the flaws of each region. But when I say, when I look at a qualifier and I analyze it and I show you guys my analysis, I show you guys the reasoning behind my analysis, and if people trash talk, that's just you cannot accept facts. It has nothing to do with me. All right, it has nothing to do with me being biased or not biased. You have to understand that. So with that, that's all the analysis we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and do our giveaways on Trovo, guys. It's time to go to trovo.live and join our giveaways here. Hope you understand that. This is Streamlabs. Put it here. Let's put this one here to block that. There we go. Let me show you the Facebook chat 1 second. Here. This is all the chat I look at when I stream. YouTube, Trovo, and I'm gonna turn the slow mode on 1 second. Alright, time to go to Trovo, guys, to join the giveaways. Alright, type your in-game name, in-game ID, and the skin you want under 600 diamonds. We'll draw, okay? And if you're on Facebook, I'm gonna give you guys a link to come to Trovo and join our giveaways. Let's see how many we have. Alright, we have enough. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 August 2nd 600 diamond Trovo giveaway will commence. Countdown T minus 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. The winner is... I'm gonna randomly draw now, okay? This guy. Kim456. You
you want the Valir Dragon Tamer. That cannot be done, unfortunately. You have to get Kim. You have to get the a skin that's 600 under. This ID, can you message me on Discord? Message me, take a screenshot of ID, the same ID, tell me your in-game name and a skin you want under 600 diamonds. Let's go. Alright, let's play some games so we'll end it. Here. Tinker, are you still there? I don't think he's still there. Alright, let's play though. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna play solo queue then. I'll use the restroom real quick, be right back. Big shout out to... Hold on. Let me write it down. Schedule. Giveaway spreadsheet. Okay. I'll give the skin after. Before I end the stream. N/A. Right now. Alright. Message me, my guy. So once again, Kim, message me. Alright. Do. Alright. What happened to Allison? Don't know. A sudden egg dropping knowledge? Dr. Akula, we're just talking about facts. Facts. And if you can't handle the facts, there's nothing I can do about it. You know? There's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna pick a hero and I'll go use the restroom. Let's play a Lean here. Vancouver. Yeah, baby, that's right.
The enemy is banning.
Karina ain't good. Karina is okay in Karina is okay in lower rank. Yeah, absolutely. It's not very good in once you get more competitive. Ling's banned. I'll play Hanzo. It's okay.
The enemy is picking.
I'll play Hanzo or I'll play 1-1. Let me decide.
Harris.
Or Roger. Let me play Roger. No, if you played Harith, then let me think. If you played Harith, then I'll play. Yeah, 1-1 is fine. I'm gonna use the restroom. Be right back. I like 1-1 actually. Be right back.
Picking. Your team is picking. Angela. In strength now I'm the only one. Only one. I was an ordinary boy. The enemy is picking. Until I broke the rules, my life destroyed.
Alright. How are you doing the giveaway? Giveaway is over for now, but I will need the yes. I heard something.
Turn off the slow-mo.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Let me turn off. I love the bass on the I love the bass on this music. Alright, Jim Fricks. Whatever turns you on, you know the vibe. Let's go, nigga. Never mind what they say to you. You're just stating facts. My husband and watch your live stream every day. Love from Philippines. All right, AV. Mahal kita. Love you too. I got bullied by Tinker. Why? Why? Tell me, GZ. I'll go whoop his ass. Tell me. Reappeal to get the previous roles back.
Never mind what they say to you. You're just stating facts. My husband and watch your live stream every day. Love from Philippines. Heart smile.
Dog that you're watching this. Doggy was actually watching the what is it? The analysis. Alright. This should be an interesting game. I don't really have an easy hero to stack my passive on, but I don't think I need one. Let's go. Thank you for the stay safe helmets. Thank you for the cast on fire, guys. Dominic47, welcome back. How you doing? Bye. Bye bye. See you next time. See you next time. See you in a little bit.
どうだ今のかっこいいだろ
Is he ulting me?
Destroy the turret. 私の
One more skill and he should be dead. Yeah, there you go. Imagine Franco just ignore this person. Like, oh, Chang'e, who? Who Chang'e? God damn. Ignore him, dude. Mid. I accept all kind of criticism, dude. I love discussions. Discussion turns me on. I don't like one-sided conversations. Like, if you come over here and tell me that, Dave, you could have mild your tone down, mild down your tone, I 100% agree. Like, but I'm really passionate. It's just who I am as a person. It doesn't mean like I try to offend on purpose, you know. I mean none of that. Oh my gosh. I was an ult to finish to get like 2 kills, get them lower. So ult and then kill one person, increase the attack speed 30%, kill another person, but that didn't happen. I guess it was just used on Jawhead then. It missed. It missed! Alright. Whatever. I'll forgive you, Boxia. Use attribution on green buff? What the hell is a green buff, dude? What the hell is a green buff? My gosh. Alright. They're getting destroyed mid. My gosh. Let's do this. Rich Kid, welcome back to the stream. Welcome to the One Butt Chick family. Muster up. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn the bell on. Welcome to the coolest fam on planet ML. Congratulations on getting your membership. Oh my gosh. I should have ulted earlier. He runs so fast. Oh, he has sprint. Even if I ulted, it would have run away, to be honest, because of sprint. Beep 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 beep. Who stunned me? He stunned me? There are 2 people right there already stunning me. What the hell? Rock hard thing for the nation. Rock hard if you wanna DC. Rock hard if you wanna talk about qualifier. You can always just add me, dude. Are you a coach?
DC Rockheart number 3528 if you want to talk MPL PH quality.
Yeah, I'm actually talking to Doggy right now. He was watching my analysis. That's actually hilarious, man. Like I said, Doggy's team is really, really good. How they're gonna do against like MPL Indo, I don't know. Right? We'll have to find out. Once if they're gonna ever host him too, I don't know. That I don't know either, so we'll have to find out. But then for regarding analysis wise, that's stuff that it's really up to professional coaches like Doggy. We can like I'd love to talk to them. I'd love to talk to James about metas, but you know like commentators that don't really fully understand the meta. They just look at a hero, picking certain things. I understand the respect part of what he was saying. So you gotta be respectful. They blah 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 blah. Yeah, as a commentator, you have to. You cannot be biased. If you are slightly, if you're talking like facts, people will hold you accountable. Like you can't even talk about facts a lot of times. It's crazy. That's how severe this is. Oh my god, it's all. So I understand where Rob is coming from, but I'm not Rob. You know, I'm a coach. I'm gonna die for that. I don't want to get thrown. Aww. Missing a little bit. That's unfortunate. Missing just a little bit. Yeah. Bottom line has huge farm. Go bot. Don't kill that wave. Oh, that's 4 cannons. That's like, okay, so 870 gold. Oh my god, he killed a cannon. No! 800, like, instantly got to, you know, rich kid status after this wave. That was crazy. That was a crazy wave, guys. Oh my goodness. Anti-heal is better. I like anti-heal. I always like this item. I'm a big fan for anti-heal. Attack speed, attack damage, anti-heal is really, really good. NA is dead. NA server is pretty dead, dude. Not gonna lie. That's why everybody's moving to League of Legends Wild Rift. Nobody gonna stay here. It's that the developers don't really care about our region. I have a really sad news. I'm gonna make another video about. But yeah, I have a really bad news for all of our NA players. I'm saving my skill 2. Like, why don't you use second skill, Dave? I'm saving my skill 2 for Sylvanas ult.
Dave, sorry, hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you check your DM for a while?
Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. To
Yeah,
whose
yeah. I
DM?
want to ask you something. Okay.
Your DM?
Yeah.
Okay, can we do it after this game?
Okay.
Alright, let me do it now. Okay, that told me no. Alright, let me take a look. Yeah, what's your question? You gotta stay your question! Suzy, there's no question in there. It just says a name. Can you get role? Yeah, of course. Doggy's what do you call it? Key opinion leader role. Key opinion leader. Yeah. He's an YouTuber, you know? Beep 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 beep! I think I killed their entire team here.
He's so far.
Yeah, but he's a key opinion leader. Like,
Yeah, I can't give it, bro. He's higher.
we lost all the roles because a dumbass hacked into our account.
I know.
So,
But,
I can't-
anyway, Doggy, I think you can speak now.
wait, doggy want to talk? Wait, yeah, get doggy talk. Get doggy talk. Give him like key opinion leader. What is it? Alright, here. I think he can talk now. Dave's rank buddy was also taken away, huh? Here.
Yeah, it's replaced with on air, I guess. Yo,
Alright, doggy, you can talk now. Here, guys, we have doggy here.
yo.
1 second.
Yes!
What's up,
I'm in
doggy?
a team, and we just started playing. Seriously, what is the most effective way to
We got doggy in the chat, guys.
practice in
Go, go, go,
accordance
go.
with the current meta?
Hello.
Hello, doggy. What's up?
Nothing, I'm watching you.
You like the analysis?
Yeah.
Nice. Yes, savage. All right, go ahead. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think about it?
I don't know. It was funny, man.
It was funny. You like it?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
All right, good. I'm glad I can turn it on.
Because how they call, like, so competitive. So I really like it. I really like it. I like it. I like it.
We went in depth, man. Like, okay, so are you guys gonna go to MPL? Like, now it's gonna be MPL, really MPL now after this?
Yeah. We'll be in the MPL.
Why didn't you play, dude? Why didn't you play? I was looking for you.
Because I was. Right now, I think I'm on, how they call this? Burnout.
Burnout.
Yeah.
Like you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
Because like for the MPL qualifier, I only slept like 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, we need to practice all the time. So I was like worn out really hard. Even now I cannot stream because I feel I'm not comfortable right now. I mean,
Your team
how do you
is
say it? Like, I don't feel ease right now to stream or to do anything.
Yeah.
You know.
enemy is banning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's freaking hard, man. Like losing on the MPL qualifier is fucked up.
Congratulations, though. You guys won, so you
Yeah.
deserved it. Dude, so many people are saying that I was disrespecting or diminishing your team. I was like, no. I said all the effort Doggy's team put in are really, really good. But you have to understand, effort is effort. What I said was strictly related to this qualifier. I'm basically saying that the team that they win against is not at their level. And that's not good, because this is the biggest region in the world, right? Everybody look at PH for meta. Everybody look at Indonesia for meta. And you have qualifier that's 16 teams selected out of 1,000 teams. And now you have team that go against Doggy's team that play like don't even know how to draft. I mean, obviously people tell me that they don't have coaches and stuff, but I still think that's what I mean. And everybody was like, Dave, you shouldn't trash us. You shouldn't disrespect Doggy. You know how much work they put in? Did you watch their vlogs and all that kind of stuff?
Enemy.
I was like,
I mean, the hardest team, I think, on the how they go in the MPL qualifier, there's only like few, because like we're not scared to go against them, but we know that they can like play against us toe to toe if it is Archangel, Signal, or IPS. I think those three teams are really strong.
really strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that too. People told me the same thing.
Yeah, I think like Signal and Archangel
Please pick
will not be scared, but you know, because they have so many comfort pick. Like when you saw Team Chick, like they always use the same hero.
Yeah.
So we already know what kind of strat we're gonna use. Like we're gonna use our easy meta hero like Bruno, then take off their like, because if you're gonna take their Hellcart, they're gonna use Haya, which is Hellcart counters Haya right away, and they always pick, you know, Chang'e, which is, I think, is dumb to the point.
Listen to what Doggy said, guys. Okay, you can say a lot of people say Chang'e is a pocket picks. Especially the caster Rob. He said it was a pocket pick, and then see, like different people have a different understanding of words. When I say special strategies, it have to make sense. Like when you pick Bellman against Uranus, it instantly makes sense because he won the lane. You know, when you pick Chang'e, just first pick Chang'e as a hyper carry, that made no sense to me. That's not a hyper. That's not a pocket pick. That's a show off.
No, I mean, the craziest part here is that when they pick Chang'e, they use Retribution. So I think that's, you know, we were waiting for a Chang'e with a flicker or Purify, but Chang'e. I mean, I don't want to disrespect the team that is Chang'e, because I think it will be a good pocket pick. Like if you don't know their hero pool, because we already know their hero pool before they gonna go against us. We already know because we play against them in rank game. We didn't even scrim against them. Like we play on rank game. They always use the same hero. Like because like in MPL, if you need to like practice one rotation, one hero pick for at least a week or two.
Yeah.
You know, to understand everything, the flow, the bad, the pros and cons and everything. So I think when they pick Chang'e, I think we were like we know that we can win against that, because the only thing that Chang'e can do is secure buff.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And clear the wave fast enough, and we already know that they're gonna pick Chang'e. So for us, we already know what we're gonna pick. So I think that how we won that game is basically we just know what they're gonna pick. Like if, because they always use, I mean, they use Hellcart with an execute. I mean, I don't want to disrespect, but they're good. Like Team Chick, they're good. When you're gonna go, gonna go against them on a round game, they're when I say freaking good, they're freaking good.
Yeah, okay, listen, Doggy, this is exactly what I said. I said you cannot take regular rank strategies that you go against noobs to go against teams like yours. You know, and that's a fact. You cannot take what you use to abuse randoms in rank to go against a pro team. It just doesn't work, because guys, you have to listen. Doggy's team is MPL level team. It's professional team. You cannot use what you do in rank, the non-meta stuff, and you say like, okay, I can win, right? I have a really high run rate in rank. You cannot do that to go against NXP. That just doesn't work. It's never gonna work. It never will. All right.
I mean, unless sorry to interrupt you, but if you don't know the pick of Team Chick, I think you're gonna get, how they go, surprised. To be honest, you will be surprised, because like, because like who's picking Chang'e right now? You know, there's so many teams picking Chang'e, so you'll be like, you will underestimate the team, or it's a surprise. I think it's a good pocket pick, but it will not gonna work against us because we scream against a lot of Indonesian team, Malaysian, and other Filipino team. We're basically much more scared against going against EPS than Team Cheek.
Yeah, yeah, that's absolutely right, guys. That's basically what I mean. This tournament wasn't like Team Chicks need to be verified more, or at least give them proper resources before like the whole point is why I said it was a clown show is why are they allowed to join this tournament, and then like the teams from other regions like who actually train so hard don't even have a shot, you know? Like this is my whole point. Doggy's team's putting a lot of effort to earn where he is. You see that every day. Doggy is the only person that invited me to scrims. I watch their teams play. Like obviously, that's like 3-4 a.m. dude. 3 a.m., 4 a.m. their time, and they're still playing. Like you don't find more hard work than that. Like you don't find more desire to win than that. Okay, but that has nothing to do with what I said. Just because you work hard doesn't guarantee a result. And the result was in that tournament, the team they went against. Obviously, you heard what Doggy said. He had a lot more information on their opponents, right? He even know what they're gonna pick. That's the research that goes into a professional team. And you cannot say this is a team that's gonna go against NXP and they don't even know how to draft. If you obviously you know you're gonna go against NXP, that's your bracket. And why do you don't even know how to draft? Like how does that make any sense? Like this is the NXP we're talking about. This is probably the strongest team. Sorry. This is the strongest team in your bracket, and you don't know how to draft. Like how does that make any sense to me? You know?
Yeah, I mean, like we're much more scared going against EPS because we fought against them on tournament, and their hero pool. That's why we were shocked when Team Cheek like dominated against EPS because EPS man, their hero pick is basic, but it makes sense. You know, like
yeah.
That's why I mean, Team Cheek, man. If you're gonna go against them and you don't know their hero pick, you will be surprised. Like the rotation is pretty good, but thanks God that how they go when they're using their hero pool, they use it on rank game. Like it's yeah. So we basically like, okay, this guy if he doesn't have Hayabusa, if he doesn't have Hellcart, he's gonna use Hayabusa, which is Hellcart like counter Hayabusa.
Yeah.
And you know, like, and when they pick Atlas, we can go Carmilla because when Atlas try to set up, if we pick that Carmilla, we're gonna use the OT. Because when you pick Atlas against Carmilla, you're gonna ult Carmilla, you're gonna bring Carmilla to your team, and then Carmilla will gonna use the OT. She will gonna link everyone, and then
Listen, exactly. That's what happened with was it Jester? When Jester, CC's Team Chicks, Jester was using the Alice and you guys using Carmilla, and every time he tried to ult and he just tried to go in, Carmilla just linked the entire team. I was about to make a video about it because I thought it was so stupid, like how they just get countered so easily. But that's exactly what Doggy said. Like guys, every scene Doggy says make a lot of sense because that's actually what ended up happening. Like that make a lot of sense, right? And you can say Jester is a bad Atlas, or you can say the Doggy outdrafted him. But it still doesn't change the fact that their draft is pure garbage and they get completely outdrafted.
Oh, by the way, I didn't draft that. I'm not. It's YOLO. The coach of Next Play Store right now is YOLO, so he's freaking good on drafting. Because I'm so tired. I was like, I don't know what to say anymore. Because when we lose, I was like I was heartbroken, man. Like I don't want to continue. I don't even want to play a tournament anymore. For the time being, I don't want to stress myself.
Yeah, that's fine. Take all the rest you need, man. Dude, this is what I'm saying. Pro player, you know how much stress they're under always? You know how much stress they're under always. You know what I said? I said like people are saying like, oh, they try to innovate. Dave, you don't understand. In Philippines, people try to innovate. I understand what innovation is, but you don't innovate on the stage. You don't innovate on the stage, okay? You only got one shot. You lose this chance, you go home. That's what I'm saying. You cannot say you try to innovate on stage. Doggy, like when you try to play a pro match, like how much time do you actually have time to think? Like, oh, let me think about, do I do 1-3-1? Do I do 1-2-2? Or do you plan that before the tournament?
They don't basically think like it happened. Like for example, if we gotta pick this hero pool, because we already like we have a lot of strategy, right? For example, we're gonna pick this hero pool, this hero pool with this rotation. If we're gonna pick, for example, this much more easier. Like if we gotta pick Lancelot, Lancelot will be the Fano, right?
Yeah.
So it will be a Fano type strategy. If we have a fighter, it will be other type. If we have a marksman, it will be other type. Before the game, like when we have after the draft, right? You have 30 seconds time to change your spell, everything, right?
Yeah.
I gotta tell them, okay, the rotation is this with this hero pool. Basically, my teammate and the team here, they already know what they're gonna do, what kind of rotation or situational rotation. When how they go.
Listen, guys, listen.
When you're gonna play the game, and when you're basically on the early game, that's when you're gonna think. After like 3 minutes, you basically move with your instinct. Like, okay, I think the Hylos is on this. I think the enemy tank is on the right side view, so I move to the left. It's like logical play. You don't think, you basically move by your instinct. It's like muscle memory. Like I don't know, like how do you gonna explain it?
That's exactly what I said. It is muscle memory. It is just muscle memory. The only time you gotta plan is before the game starts. Like when you're ban picking, like before the 3 minutes, you're ban picking. Everything else you do in the game is muscle memory. Is what you train. It's like that's why Doggy's team is good. That's why they're professional level teams, because they practice the same rotation for 2 weeks.
But we think like, okay, we think on the early game, like on early 3 minutes, you need to think, because like for example, you have a good hero pool, but your hero pool got countered. You will not invade. You will check. You think you can like poke them much more than invade, or poke them or get out. It's up to the team, or I don't know. It's hard to explain, man.
Yeah.
Because being a pro, it's like people don't understand this. Like being a pro is so, man. It's fucking. Until now, I'm not streaming, man, because I cannot move on. I'm still stressed. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like I'm on, how do you go, on a place that I feel like I'm burnt out. I cannot stream because it will be toxic 100%, and
yeah,
you know. So yeah, that's because it's like I'm super shattered, man. Because we practiced like for 2 weeks, the same rotation, same fucking draft, same everything, and with one mistake we lose, and you know that's. I almost want to cry.
Listen, I 100% understand. That's why, like with Doggy, when we talk, we don't have this issue. When Dog and I talk, we don't have the issues because I understand what Dog is coming from. This is the reality of professional scenes, okay? It's not innovation as you guys think. They literally practice the same thing. It's what I did was Reign of Valor. It's what I did was Honor of King. It's literally what pro players do. You think innovation happens like every Friday? They practice the same rotation for a month, 2 months, for an entire season maybe. So they don't make mistakes. For one mistake you lose, and you're talking about, oh, this team is just innovating on the draft. No, they're just bad. There's no such. Doggy is in Philippines, so, and he's a very respectful person. I don't care, right? I just tell you as it is. You don't innovate.
F
like
you
that.
if you don't care about me. F you. I mean, man, like right now in the Philippines, I think if you're gonna compare against us with Indonesian team, it's like how they call water and oil. It doesn't really match up because we have our own meta, and
yeah.
Indonesia, they have their own meta. But when we do scrims against Indonesia, like let's say 80% Indonesian team are gonna win.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know, man. I like. It's hard to explain, but I don't know. I think, to be honest, you have your right opinion, and I don't know who you watch. I think it was Rob, right?
Yeah, I watched the review.
Rob also have his own opinion, and I respect both opinion, man. To be honest, and it's here in the Philippines, man. It's so hard. because a lot of draft, like a lot of pocket pick will be out, and sometimes it works. Sometimes it will work because it will surprise the enemy, but sometimes not. Most likely
Yeah.
other pro player. For example, if Team Chick go against SGD, which is really dominant right now, or Brand or Aura or how they go Blacklist, I don't think they're gonna win because those guys they have so much hero pool, you know.
I understand, guys. What Doggy's saying is before innovation, you have to first get like something like basics under the way. If you get basics under the way, then we'll talk about innovation. Okay? Like,
And yeah, I think that's how we outdraft them, but we're much
Yeah.
more scared when we were watching. We were like, okay, we didn't wish, you know, but if it is IPO's team will win against Team Chick,
yeah,
we will have a new strategy. If it will be Team Chick, it will be the same game. It will be the same game as we did before on the final. Because how they go, they only have one hero pool, one rotation.
one draft.
They only,
Yeah, you know
one
what
draft.
they draft.
Yeah, it's always 2-1.
Yeah.
If they're gonna use Hayabusa, it will have execute. If they're gonna use Hellcard, it will be execute. And they always want to pick Atlas, which we can counter. They always want to pick Changi, which we can counter. Our mid laner, we have H2. He can use Bruno. Basically, almost everything. So we can outdraft them. In terms of draft, I think we won right away.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna go against IPLs, I think it will be hard because they have the same meta as us. Because they like they don't
Surprise.
how do you go?
They don't surprise
Surprise.
picks.
They pick what's good and what's bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
they pick.
I mean-
Dog said they pick what's good and what's bad. That's actually hilarious, man.
The craziest part here is if they go against IPS, they have a good Louis player, and it'll be hard. Because yeah, I think the only support right now who's really dominant is Louis, Valier, and Coco, and you know
Yeah.
that's my S tier support. And tank, I think they have. I don't know how IPS won. I lose against Team Chick because they have a good tank player. They have a good support. I think they were just overwhelmed when they were in the MPL.
Yeah. So you think they panic picked? Like just.
Yeah, they
Yeah. Okay.
panic play. I think they
Yeah.
have a good draft. I think they really have a good draft.
Yeah. That's possible. Panic pick happens all the time.
So yeah, I think that's. But Team Chick, man, if you don't know their draft, you'll get surprised because they have a good Changi player. They have a good how they go. Basically, they're good, but you know against other high tier pro. If for example we lose, like they solid lose against Team Chick, I think if they're gonna play on the MPO, even the shoutcaster, even how they go Manjin and Shinbu, if we lose and Team Chick proceed to MPL, I
Yeah.
think they cannot even a single match because the pro player and the MPL is just man high tier level, like it's out of the world, out of the like it's insane. So and on the bracket A, either or if for example Signal won, they
Yeah.
will be strong. If Archangel won, they're strong. So I think we were lucky that we didn't go against them either. For example, Signal was on our bracket, they're gonna win it easily. If Archangel was on our bracket, they're gonna win it easily because they have experience, they play a lot of tournament, they scrims a lot of Indonesian team. Experience wise, I think the only team that can go against us in the MPL qualifiers, Archangel, Signal, IPOS, and that's it.
Archangel, Signal. Okay.
And
I'll watch.
APOS,
Yeah,
us.
all right, I'll watch those teams. Once again, guys, I just want to say, obviously, there's no hate for the region. Anyone who spread those kind of knowledge are just trying to spread hate. Doggy is my friend, all right? And listen, when I come back to Mobile Legends, when I watch the tournaments, I started with from Philippine region. This is the most popular region on the planet, of course I'm gonna look at the region. Of course I'm gonna look at the tournament. So for me to be very analytical and look at the tournament, look at the band picks, and say what makes sense, right? You listen to Doggy, what did Doggy just say? The tier S support are Loi and Popo and Koopa, for example. And you have commentator says Popo and Koopa use as a tank. No, they don't use it as a tank. Think they use it as support, man. If you use Popo and Koopa as support, it makes a lot of sense because it's infinite amount of quad control. The vision is good, but if you use this as the main tank, it doesn't work because anyone can easily abuse this person. You can use Farsa to abuse this person. You can have so many heroes that can easily abuse this person. And here is like Philippine commentators saying that like Dave you don't understand meta. No, I know why people pick Popo and Koopa, and I understand one of the best scenarios to pick it. The most successful Popo and Koopa draft are either used as a side laner because he's also really good against fighters, or used as a support. You don't. Go ahead.
Sorry. For me, we sometimes play Popo and with Valier, but our offlaner will be Tag. That's for sure.
To compensate that. To compensate for the lack of frontline. When I say initiator, like I mentioned it once again, I mentioned it again. You have to fulfill the following prerequisites. They have to check vision. They have to be able to walk into the bush and check vision because that's the most important. That's called map control. If you pick 2 support mid, what happens is you lose map control. That's why the only support that could compensate that for that strategy for tank side lane and 2 support mid is you have to have either Selena and Popo and Koopa because you can check vision, you can check bush. But Popo and Koopa is not as good in a sense of compared to Selena in an aspect because Selena can check bush from far away, but Popo and Koopa have to walk close to that bush in a melee auto attack range, and then he sends a trap, right? That's the range where he can cast a skill. So that's number 1 is vision control. Number 2 is big AoE qual control. That's why you look at NXP's team. The reason why they're good right now compared to all the other teams in that same bracket, their draft, man, just makes sense. Kufra, Atlas. Big AoE qual control. Also, those tanks are harder to kill. They can walk into the bush without dying very easily, you know? Or if they spend all this time killing someone like that, like let's say you have a Kufra or Atlas, you walk into the bush, and enemy team have Franco, all the kind of heroes, of Valier, they throw everything on Atlas. Guess what happens? Right? Their entire team will dump on the team and kill them because you just spent all the skills on our tank. And that's exactly what happens with Team Chicks. They picked Atlas, and they threw everything on Carmela for some reason. I don't understand why, but the final match, they somehow, every single team fight, they will throw everything, every single ult, every possible skills they have on the freaking Carmela, and Carmela turn around, stun, ult, and their entire team get wiped out. That's what happened in every single team fight. No, that's not what pros do. That's not what competitive team do, certainly, you know? That just shows you like this is just a ranked team. They do whatever, they win the game. That's just, I mean, that's at least that's how I analyze it. Obviously, Dog's not gonna say that, but for me, I don't care, right? I'm in North America. Like, I don't care. I look at the team, I'll be like, why is this team allowed to be in the grand finals? How did they get over here? And that's why I said the qualifier is a joke. Right? I didn't diminish the effort they put in. I know how much effort they put in. They probably put in more effort than any other team. Okay? This just don't put words in my mouth on objective analysis. I just want to analyze the match. I just want to analyze the tournament. I don't care which region it is. All I care is I look at a tournament and I see what happens in the tournament and I point it out. That's basically what it is. But yeah, man.
Welcome to the Philippines, bro.
I got so much hate, dog. I got so much hate. I don't know what to do. It almost feel like they're gonna crowdfund some money and come to North America and come to my house and murder me or something. I don't know. I'm so scared.
Nah, but I think like you got a point and Rob got a point. It's just that, man, me personally, like even the coach of other pro team here in the Philippines, we are just on the meta all the time. When I say meta, like we read the patch, who will gonna get buff, is this word enough, we're gonna play like, for example, like Cyclops got buff, right?
Yeah.
So me as a analysis and coach of here in the bootcamp, NXP, I gotta play it like 10 to 20 times before saying that, oh hey, this hero is buff and this good, etc., and this good support for mid, etc., you know, because it will take time. Because if you're gonna tell them that, oh, Cyclops is good and you didn't try it, and they try it on a tournament, it will be fucked up. And if they try
Exactly.
it on a rank,
Exactly.
on rank game, they don't know what to do. Because like right now, my player, man, like for example, Yahweh, he's a new player. Like if like he doesn't even know, like I think he didn't play ML when Cyclops got released. I think he doesn't even know this skill yet, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
take time from other new player to adapt. For example, like they don't even know Baumon, like you know, they didn't play those kind of hero like us, and
They don't have the
Yeah.
progression. They don't have the
Yeah.
progression. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah, so they don't have the progression, and it will be hard for them to use it because they're just putting their feet into unknown, you know.
Yeah.
So
Dude, absolutely. When I look at a team that, let's say for example, Chicks, they pick Chang'e, right? I don't really mind they picking Chang'e. Before a team pick, when a pick Chang'e, this is what go through my mind. If they're a pro team, this will go through my mind is they first, when Chang'e probably has some changes, they first played it in scrim in practice or in ranked, and they probably think they had a lot of success in ranked, and then talk to their coach, and the coach agreed for them to take it out on scrim practice, like to go against good teams to see like how it holds up against good teams. And then if they win a lot in practice, then they take it out on the tournament. That's called a pocket pick. That's a natural progression of how a hero will get put on stage. There are a lot of verifications, but also you have to understand that still have to go through the basic of this pick have to make sense in the game. Just because you have success with the hero in scrim doesn't mean you can take it out regularly. You know, it doesn't mean like you can take it. Just because you win with Bellman doesn't mean you can take out Bellman in any game. RQ only take out Bellman against Uranus. I've emphasized this many times. Like, just because they have success, that's because they have success in certain scenarios. And what Team Chicks did is, they just take out heroes no matter what. Go ahead.
like how they go, like because people don't understand this, you know, and it's hard. Like how they go when people, for example, right? I gotta watch the game here of next play Solid vs Team Chicks game. This is the last game, game 2. So we pick how they go. Selena, they took how they go Tamus and Popo, and we took Xborg and Hellcard.
Yeah.
So because we know that Cut, he only like their off lane, their duo side lane, they always pick Hellcard or Hayabusa, right? And we saw that they're not good with the Tamus, so we gave it away right away. Basically, we gotta first pick it, right? But you know what? We gotta give it to them because they're not good on using Tamus. So we just basically gave it to them. But we know that they are good with Selena, so we took Selena first, and they took Tamus and Popo.
Yeah.
Then we took Xborg, then Hellcard. So the only choice that they're gonna, I think. Wait, I gotta watch it now. Start the game. That they gonna pick Hayabusa and Chang'e again because they are used to it, you know, and we already know how to counter it. So we're gonna took Carmilla and how they go and Bruno or Lance. Like it's much more. I think Bruno will be easier and much more safer because Lance will be easier to catch without his first and second. But Bruno, he can just stain or poke on a range basis, and it's easy to snowball because a lot of people don't know how to counter Bruno. But if you're gonna go against MPL team, they know it. But non MPL team, they don't know how to counter it. But yeah, I think that's why we took it, and we outdrafted them so hard that they don't know what to do. There you go. They took Hayabusa, which is, oh my god, why the heck? Why the heck will you pick Hayabusa when we have Hellcard?
I don't understand, man. That's what I think. That's why I said like this level of gameplay shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be allowed. It doesn't make any sense. They will literally pick hero that counter your hero, like just because they want to. And you tell me that's not a show off. Basically, what I said in the video, I said a lot of picks. They just want to show off. Like for example, Chang'e pick. They're probably really good at it. Probably like Philippine #1 Chang'e or whatever. Let's call it a show off. I don't agree. I don't agree with that picks. I don't agree showing off in a tournament. It makes no sense to me. You shouldn't show off in tournament. You don't have the right to. 'Cause it's do or die, man. Nobody come here. All this effort, it diminishes how much effort Doggy's team put in. You know how much effort they put in in order to have a spot in a qualifier like this. And here is a team that would pick Hayabusa into Hellcurt. And you think what I said regarding this tournament being a joke is somehow not true? Like, think.
Why you're so angry, man? Hell, dude, I'm stressed out and you're angry, man. God damn!
Exactly. Like go ahead.
Like so we took how they go Carmilla and Bruno. So we already know that they're gonna pick how they go Chango or Change or any other stuff. But I think the best pick right here is to put how they go the Hayabusa mid that was better and pick another offlane and plus. Did you know this is a big tip for the people? Did you know Hellcurt counter Atlas?
Why do you say that?
So if Atlas will go in, they're gonna use his ultimate. He cannot like press it right away. It will take the whole time to drag you, like because he will get silenced. So if you're gonna see it in this, you gotta see it in this game. Like how they go there. Atlas tried to go in, but it got silenced, so he didn't initiate right away with his ult. So he just like he didn't do anything. And a lot of people didn't know that. But if you're gonna go to MPO team, like for example, you're gonna go against SGD, Ren, Aura, Onyx, and other MPL team, they know it, man. It's just basic knowledge.
Yeah, it's basic knowledge, dude. It's basic knowledge for even for good players. So that's why, like, dude, I'm not gonna comment too much on it again. I've already made my points. And then you can talk to, obviously listen to Doggy here. So everything we said is not rocket science. It's not like I've said something. That's why I didn't explain in details why I think they didn't have initiator. Just by picking Popon Koopa, and then when I say they don't have initiator, just by picking Chow and then picking like another support, you don't have initiator, dude. That's when I say initiator. I've already made it. I thought it was common knowledge. What people people understand that every team needs a tank. Okay, let's not call it a tank. Let's call it a front line. Somebody have to take the obligation to soak up some damage. Number one, most importantly, to vision control. They have to do that, but apparently it's not a common knowledge. People don't know what I'm saying, and when I make a video about that, you have people that will make a reaction video saying that, oh my god, this guy don't know what he's talking about. He doesn't even know what initiator is. What do you want from an initiator? I thought everybody know that, because apparently when you talk to Doggy, it's very easy. It's very easy to talk to Doggy because we are on the same wavelengths. We are on the same page. He understood what I'm saying. Like, I don't have to explain basic stuff to him, right? Like, because that stuff for us is basic already. That's like already the foundation. But apparently, that's not foundation for a lot of people. So I might make a video to explain what I mean by those, right? But I don't know where to start, because that just means how deep the hole is. That just show you how insensitive the developers are. They don't really care about their players. They don't really care about their viewers, right? They don't really care about their customers. All of you guys that do not know this basic knowledge, blame Moonton, dude. Don't blame me. Don't say like I'm disrespecting the region. I don't disrespect the region at all. I just said the tournament's bad. Why the tournament's bad? The host, the developers, right? Why is your customers after 3 years don't understand what a frontline is? Like, why do you have like every single patch when it come out, it disrupt the entire meta? Why people don't even know where to go? Why you still have people play the game that don't understand I need to buy a fucking mask, right? Bro.
Look. I think it's not the fault of Moonton or the host. I think it's the fault of the player. Like, they don't read, they don't watch screams, they don't watch replay. They don't do their homework. If you wanna be pro, you need to do your homework, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
absolutely.
That's the basic 101 when if you wanna go pro, and it will take time. It will process on your brain, and if you wanna be serious, then that's the best way you can do. Read patch note and watch some replays, and if you wanna do something cool, scream. Like right now, dude. To be honest, like I'm still playing the game, but I'm not playing live because I'm so burned out. But I'm still playing the game right now, and I'm practicing 8 hours a day, man. Like I'm still playing 8 hours, but my team next play solid. They're playing 8 hours and 4 hours scrims right now.
Yeah.
Freaking insane. And next play salty also is doing the same. Like it's insane, and it's to be honest, I don't even want to be on their place right now because it's so depressing. And they love what they're doing, but for me, when I'm trying to watch them, I was like, dude,
it's tiring, man. It's tiring. Like,
yeah,
it's very tedious. What Doggy said is 100% correct, man. The pro scene is not as glamorous as you think it is. Those pro players don't really know what they're doing. A lot of times, it's really based off it's a team effort. You know how much effort, like, Doggy's team has coach, has analyst, right? They have a facility, right? He makes vlogs with them. He live with them. Like, what do the other team have? You see how much effort goes. It's a team effort, dude. It's not just individual player to begin with. Some player can be really, really good in the Philippine region. Some player can even be well known on YouTube. You know, like they can be the god Kagura player, as Rob was pointing out. Like Philippine number 3 Kagura. Who cares? The fact that he picked Kagura in a game where he shouldn't pick Kagura make no sense to me. Who cares? He's a global 1 Kagura. He doesn't have to be supreme. He can be global 1. I don't care. Right? What I care about is this game. It makes no sense you would have picked Kagura over Loi. That's what I care about. That means this team doesn't really care. You see how much effort Doggy's team put in order to be here.
What game was that? Like Kagura?
I don't remember. I don't remember details now. But the enemy team had okay, I forgot. You should go back to watch it. Go back to the video. In the video, I pointed out, and he was reacting to it.
Like,
but
I
yeah,
don't know, I think
go ahead.
because I know like when they pick, I think they want to counter the what? Because I never saw that game. It was against us, or
I think so. I think the game. Okay, listen, guys. Doggy, let me just ask you this question. Tell me if you agree or not. This is the one I would pick Kagura. If another team had Valier or Farsa. This is like, because Kagura is actually really good at bursting really, really squishy mages. Like really, really good. Even if they have Kimi, I will use Kagura. Because for those who don't understand, I have experience.
Man.
Yeah. Even any squishy, but maybe Claw is a little bit difficult because it can jump away. But for any squishy, doesn't have mobility. Kagura, Valier, what is the hero called? Any marksman in that sort, right? Claude also really, really squishy, but Claude can jump away. If Claude is good,
even here on this last game against next play solid and Team Chick, they could have picked Kagura and that would be good.
Yeah,
because we have Hellcart, we have Bruno and Selena.
So
super squishy.
The Kagura pick a lot of time just makes no, because you have to understand it's not like Kagura is a bad pick. Is that there are much better picks that you can go with, you know? There are much better picks that you could have gone with. It's not saying that Belmont is not a good pick. It's not saying like you go silent Zask is not a good pick. All I'm saying is it's a much better pick. It's not saying Popo and Koopa is not a good viable choice. It is. You can pick Popo and Koopa as a support hero in mid. It happens all the time. It happens all the time everywhere. We copied it here. But it doesn't mean it's a good pick always. When there are better picks available, you take it. You take it, dude. Like why are you taking like a tier? Why don't you take a tier S when tier S hero is available? You pick a tier A hero. Like how does that make any sense? Like you know, that's what I mean. That's literally what I meant. It's all relative. There's no one hero that's absolutely dominating. For example, you know how Hanzo, when Hanzo was buffed, and now he's nerfed, so nobody uses him anymore. When Hanzo was
wait. When I told you Hanzo was OP, you didn't believe me, but then you was like, "Oh shit."
No, I was global 5 Hanzo, right? Like I was global 5 Hanzo last season, and then it nerfed it. Let me finish the point. The point is when Hanzo was good in SCA, they were playing in Indo. They were playing Hanzo hyper carry. Doggy was saying Hanzo was OP, right? All those pro teams were recognizing Hanzo was tier S, but you have to understand, even the Hanzo was tier S, was he a must pick hero? No, because Hanzo was easily countered by Ling. Hanzo is easily countered by Natalia. It's not a hero
Hellcart,
Hellcart, Hayabusa. All assassins, most of the assassins counter Hanzo. Hanzo is really good at the meta because at the time, 1-3-1 hyper carry marksman was really, really popular. And Hanzo counters any hyper carry marksman, maybe except for Claude, because again, it's hard to catch. But every single other marksman's, Hanzo abused them, right? So that's why Hanzo hyper carry was good. Even then, it was not 100% pick, because if you pick Hanzo and Ling was not banned, you're gonna get destroyed, dude. Your hyper carry, basically your Hanzo will be useless in the entire game. He wouldn't be able to use ultimate. He wouldn't be able to to push wave, because if you put him on silent alone to push wave, he will be abused by Ling. If you put him on the hyper carry situation in mid, Ling will still abuse him, right? Because then that means he's the only damage. He's the only one with any farm. I will still just abuse him. You have to understand it's all relative. There's no hero that's absolutely just dominate the entire scene. Maybe right now on the side lane there's Uranus and Yuzhong. Those two heroes just they're too OP right now. They're just on another level. But if you understand that, then you come back and then you look at my video, you're like, okay, this guy makes a lot of sense. Because Popo and Koopa is not the tier S mid lane choices anymore. There's so many other choices that counters it. Luoyi counters it. Farsar counters it. It's not the only choice. For a period of time, Popo and Koopa was the only choice. It was so good. It is still so good because the quad control is insane. But again, when other heroes show up and they have better quad control, right? And better damage, Luoyi builds full damage, right? Luoyi doesn't even build support item. Popo and Koopa only thing offers is vision and the quad control. He didn't offer damage because you build him like tank. You build Thunderbolt, you build probably corrosion size, his only damage to the item. To be honest, you build the all mass, the support item. You build full tank. That's what you do with Popo. But for Luoyi, you build full damage. And the amount of quad control and damage she offers is insane. She can one-shot your marksman, your carry, your assassin late game if she lands a 1-2 combo. Just boom, they're gone. You have seen it time after time. And here's the Team Chicks that wouldn't even pick it when it's available. It's not even banned. It's not even banned. Why don't they pick it up? Why? That got me so triggered, right? Because I'm here, I'm just trying to watch a quality game. Doggy, I was telling them initially when I was preparing for this video, the intention was to compare Philippine meta and Indonesia meta. It was just compare meta, I was trying to look at your games and how Indonesia plays, and I'll compare. I was trying to make that video. But when I watched the tournament, I was like, this is no meta here. The only team that makes sense that played to the meta is Doggy's team. The other teams, their picks didn't even make sense to me, right? I can't even see a proper team fight with their picks. How if you have Popo and Koopa and you don't have any initiation from the side lane, right? How are you gonna engage a team fight? Popo Koopa has a single target stun, yes, and you can rely on Selena stun, yes. But what if they miss those stuff? What if Popo Koopa get killed first? How are you gonna start a team fight? The room of error is so small that it makes no sense to pick those heroes. That's my point. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
And the best part here, for example, the only thing that I can say is how they go. If you want to know much more into the game, play the game on the highest competitive level, and I think that's the better way to understand everything. Because right now, man, I'm when I have my popcorn on my head watching.
Listening to a stream talking.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone have their own arguments, right?
Yeah.
For example, I think I have Rob have his own opinion. You have your own opinion. I have my own opinion.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can say is that why we want to gain some Team Chicks, that we basically know their draft. It's just an open book. They only have for side lane, they only have two heroes. It's either you pick Hellguard, they pick Hayabusa, they counter themselves. They just use their useless pick when they get countered really hard.
Yeah.
That's why we were confident that we can win this lot if we go against Team Chick. But if we go against Ethios, man, I think it'll be another story.
Yeah. Those are the matches I look forward to watch. Those are the matches I know it's going to be good matches because the teams should compete on the level, on the same level. They should compete synergy. They should compete the mistakes. Basically, who make the least mistakes. Every game, pro team, what they calculate is percentage mistakes make, right? So basically, how many times your tank get out of the position, how many times your tank initiated, your team didn't follow up, how many times they falsely initiated. All of those are errors. And then the highest level competition, they don't compete draft, man. I mean, draft is actually the biggest part of it. Sorry, they compete draft, but not at this level. Not like you pick something that completely makes sense, and then your team make the stuff that doesn't make any sense. What I meant try to say is at the highest level, they compete draft. That both draft makes so much sense. You don't know, you just don't know who's gonna have the upper edge. But when I watch Chicks versus NXP, the moment the draft was finished, I know the game was finished. You cannot have that kind of draft. You just can't. Yeah. Like that doesn't make any sense. That's not a competitive level games. Competitive level games is a draft that when the draft finished, you don't know what's gonna happen, and you look forward to watch the game. Who's gonna execute their comp better? One team has Atlas, and the other team has Diggy, right? Is Atlas gonna bait out the Diggy, or is somebody else gonna go in and bait out Diggy's ultimate so Atlas can go in and land that 5-man ultimate? That's execution. That's the competitive level games that I want to watch. And I expected that. Unfortunately, I expected that out of this qualifier because I thought this is the biggest, most popular region in the world. Before I walked in, I had my it's just like what Doggy's doing right now. I have a popcorn ready, watching this. Like I had my popcorn ready, dude. I was ready to study. I was ready to enjoy the tournament. But that's not what I saw. That's why I was triggered.
We were just better, man. That's how it works. No, I did. To be honest, like if we didn't know the pick of Team Chick, I think we're gonna get surprised. Thanks God that we really how they go, know their pick. And I think that's the whole game is like if you win the draft pick, you already won the 50% of the game, and it's all about how you maintain your momentum when you get your draft.
Yeah.
When you outdrafted them, it's how you gotta play the game. The next stage is how you gonna play the game. Like you already won the draft 50%. Already, basically, if you won the draft, 50% of the game is yours. Now the 50% is how you're gonna play the game.
How you gonna play the game? Yeah.
If you fucked up, that means that you suck. Why did you counter them? You can just use your, I think that's what's going to the mind of Team Chick at that point. That, why we gonna counter them? We're gonna use our rotation because we are so used to it. Because if we gonna counter them and we messed up, we're gonna lose. So we better, use this because we're used to doing this. And I think
I think what Doggy said is absolutely correct. You shouldn't say that Team Chick sucks because they're a really good team in rank, but they don't belong competitive right now. At least not at a current level of understanding of the game or commitment to the game. Like they're competing against a team who play for 12 hours, maybe even more than that per day. Who do nothing but sit in their chair and practice. Right? Maybe Doggy tried to take them outside so they don't die in the house, but literally, like they practice. Watch Dave's. If you watch Doggy's vlogs, I do it sometimes, even though I don't understand the language, because there's so many. Like I get notification from Doggy's video. I have the bell turned on to all, so I was watching his videos. Like with recently, he had made a lot of video with Rena J and his girlfriend and stuff. So like I don't even understand it, but I watch it, and you can see them play, and I understand, guys. If you come to my stream,
you made you made a reaction video
for what?
On a tournament? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I made a reaction video on the tournament. So Rob made a reaction to my reaction video. I mentioned that.
So you made a reaction video. Rob made a reaction to reaction video, and now you're making a reaction to reaction to reaction. Yeah. Because I just today, just right now, basically people are messaging me like, dude, you should go to Dave's stream. There's something coming up. I was like, what the heck? And then I saw it, like you're watching the video of Rob, and I was like, okay, what the fuck's going on? But you turn off your live, so I was like, okay, whatever.
Turn the bell on, guys. Go ahead.
Then I came back, and you were like, it's over. So I didn't know what's happening.
Dude, 3 o'clock. Back to what I was saying regarding Doggy's team. Okay, I know that because I watched their scrims. 3 o'clock a.m. 3 or 4. It's literally my time. That's
I know you're.
Go ahead.
No, you know it because I told you to watch our screen, so you can see what kind of meta is going on
they play 3-4 a.m. in the morning. They still play. Everybody else is asleep by then. They still play. This is a team that put in effort. They deserve a spot in the qualifier, and they're going against teams that doesn't have a coach, that doesn't draft right. How is this deserving of NXP's effort? If this is a team, that's why those teams are eliminated. That's why NXP deserved a spot to go to MPL. But you also have to understand what I said was, but this was too easy of a route for Doggy's team, right? In a bracket, because bracket was easy. So which is lucky for a team, because everything's random. So if you're getting an easy bracket, that means you're lucky. It happened to us before when we were playing Arena Valor. But you have to understand, that doesn't diminish any of the team's effort, because they have nothing to do with that. All I said is that they had an easy bracket, which was absolutely true, right? And the team that they went against is not just easy. It's like it's easy of easy, right? Because they apparently don't even understand Luo Yi was tier S hero that you have to pick up. Apparently that's not a common sense for them. And you tell me that I'm wrong.
Dude, other team like Archangel Signal, they pick Louis a lot, man. That's why we like. To be honest, if we're gonna go against one of that team, it'll be a hard battle.
Yeah.
Like it'll be so hard. And Iphius also used Louis, so for us, I think when Iphius against Chick, to be honest, we thought that Iphius was gonna win the game and we'll go against Iphius, and then out of nowhere, Team Chick won the game, so we were like, oh, this will be easy. I mean, we didn't saw it easy, but we already like their draft pick. So
yeah.
They did it on the first game, they did it on their second game, they did it on the third, and they did it on the final. It's the same pick.
Yeah, same picks every game, man. Like that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point there. Because you like when Doggy go against like all the team that Iphius he was saying, the team Archangel, you know they're gonna pick Luo Yi, right? So what do? You have to think about how to counter that. But when you go against the team, you know what they're gonna pick, and they're not even gonna pick meta heroes. Like all of a sudden you just feel like like what? Yeah, sure. Thank for the game. That's literally what happened. You know, everything I said. That again, that doesn't say Team Chicks. Not saying like they didn't deserve to be in a qualifier, because that's not their fault or whatever they did to be there. Because that's the tournament organizer, right? They have the format like this, the C level, like just select out of 1,000 teams, best out of one. So then they got to where they get. So kudos to them. But does that mean that all of a sudden they're justified, that all of a sudden they should be glorified, all of a sudden their pick makes sense? No. Just because they're there still doesn't justify the quality of the game so trash, you know? You can't pick stuff that doesn't make any sense and expect the pro team to not bully you, right? Obviously they're gonna, for a pro team like NXP, they don't troll. What they want is one goal, is take down that Nexus and win, right? If you watch me play rank, sometimes if we get to like 20 something kills, the enemy have no kills, we stay in their fountain and troll them, try to get more kills, right? You don't do that. You don't see any pro player do that ever. If they do that in a game, you know what's gonna happen after that game finishes? You know what's gonna happen with their coach after the game finishes? They will most likely be benched or fired, dude. If I coach a team and my player, instead of hitting the fucking crystal and go to their fountain and do the recall effects, after the game finishes, he's benched right away. Right away. That shit can now happen. In the tournament, my players only have one goal. That goes the crystal. You only do one thing. Right? After the tournament, on your live stream, on whatever, you can troll as much as you want. You can go 1 versus 5 as much as you want. But in the tournament, if you try to show off, if you're playing lane, you're super farmed. The team gets you super farmed. You have 10 kills, you're double the enemy marksman farm. And you decide to go in 1 versus 5. Okay, and it die, after the game, you're benched. You're benched. That's literally what's gonna happen. That's what happens at pro team, because there's no unorganized shit with those teams, okay? Pro teams has one goal. That goal is to be the champion of Mobile Legends pro scene. Champion. Not just MPL Philly, not MPL Indo, but the next MPL World, Mobile Legends World Championship. That's their goal. That's every single team's goal. So you come over here with a team that doesn't know how to pick, and you expect me not to roast them? No. I just lay out the facts. I don't have to say much. You guys watch the game, and you're like, you will realize yourself if you're a reasonable person, you know? So, anyways, that was just my 2 cents on it. Go ahead.
I need to prove it.
Go. Thank you, Doggy.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Doggy, tell your Philippine viewers not hate me so much, okay? Tell them not to come to my house and kill me. All right, that's me, Doggy. He left, so we're gonna go ahead and play a game. What skin do you? Okay, got it. Thanks. All right, Kim wants that skin. Let's play one more game and end our stream here. We extended our stream for 1 hour today, because we were talking to Doggy about this very interesting issues. But understand, everything I said is just common sense. I don't go beyond common sense. I just tell you guys common sense that I know.
Your team is
I'll find you and I will. Alright. Mama K was the 3 dots over there. Thought you were going to the poop. GG's. Bye-bye. Thanks for Doggy's voice. Anytime, man. Welcome to the stream. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn the bell on, guys. Last two games was interesting, but we got some really bad randoms, huh? The game I can't talk about the randoms because we're talking to Doggy. What the hell happened to the game before when I played Granger? 0 support. They fed Granger. The top lane was 1-7, 1-8, 1-6, something like that. It was crazy. The last game they just surrendered. I had no support again. They just surrendered. GG's. GG's. GG's Mobile Legends. That's why I'm probably leaving to Wild Rift. Also, welcome back. I'm glad to be back.
The
Yeah.
enemy is banished.
Again, after all this, after like, after Coach Doggy come over here and explain to you guys some common sense of what they go through, their real experiences, and you still can't come to the senses of what is some common sense. I don't know what to say. William Boner, yeah, please leave the stream. This is not the channel for snowflakes. I mentioned it multiple times. All right, let me play Link. No, in the stream here. All right, misclick. Sorry. Trying to do frequently.
Your team is picking.
Recommend Louis. Recommend. I think really.
The
Alright,
enemy
fine.
is
Welcome back to the normal world. All right, William Boner, welcome to the family, ladies and gentlemen. Come to the stream is Momo Muster Up off the hour, brand new Twitch fan member.
William the Boner.
Welcome to the stream, William. Welcome to the coolest fan on planet ML. Can't read Savage donation. McGlenn. Oh, I'm so sorry for missing that. So I'm in a team. We just started playing seriously. What is the most effective way to train and practice in accordance to the current meta? Savage, you just have to play. Savage. For me to coach a team in North America, I tried it before, and then the team. We agreed on the team paying me. They didn't end up paying me at all. So they paid me like a tiny bit, which I feel cheated on. Loi, by mass, follow me mid. 1-3-1. 1-3-1. No marksman. I don't think I understand that. Oh, hyper. I will hyper. Okay, so Savage. I don't train teams anymore. I used to, but it was bad experience for my team, for the other team that I trained. But William Boner, not William, Savage, if you want to learn how to be good, first your player has to be good. Your player has to be on a competitive level. And when all of them have a basic understanding of the game, it's really easy to communicate with each other. And then we can train rotations, we can come up with strategies. This is somebody else. This is my Smurf. I don't know what is your. I don't know what's your point. This is my Smurf. I give it to somebody else to play, and I'm playing the game. There's some people try to bait me to say like I'm boosting other people's account. I don't know how is that related to you. And you can go ahead and report me all you want. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care. It's my friend's account. Also, at this point, it's my account. I'm using it. And I hold responsibility for the safety and security of this account. Nobody else can have access to this account besides me and one other person. Which I will, probably take away my authority on this account after I finish playing this account. Scream with Team Chicks, not possible. NA cannot scream with SC18 because of lag. Howdy, Cowboy. Howdy, Mr. Liski. Howdy, my doggy. We know each other since 3 years ago. We're the first set of YouTubers, and I left ML for 2 years to go to play professional. I went play professional for Arena Valor, and I went to China to play professional for Honor of King. And I just came back to Mobile Legends not too long ago. They apparently to Nightbot. It's lonely. What's happening to Nightbot? TZ. What is happening to Nightbot? Controllable? Yeah. Dog and I has been long time friends, man. Long time friends. Yeah, people pick random shit all the time, but don't worry about it. Sorry about cussing today. It's a family-friendly stream, okay? Why did AE disband? AE used to beat BTK all the time. No thanks. Thank you for the donation, first of all. That's her up. Okay, so kids. Again, I'm a coach. I don't have time to deal with kids. But since I'm not paying them, I don't have authority over them.
Pay attention to Nightbot. It's lonely.
Okay, again, guys, this is the very last match because we're talking to Doggy about that. I'm gonna post that as a video so you guys can watch on like what's going on. But this is the very last match. Also, the only match I'm gonna play. All right, let's go. I'm mostly gonna take a red buff though. Take a mid. Tick. They're not doing it. They're doing red. You know what I'll do? I'll take this wave and go take the red. I'll take the blue. Mia is not gonna take buff. Poke, please. Oh my gosh. No. Fudge. My gosh. Alright, we lost that. That's fine. We lost the red. We'll get that blue buff. And for those who are going in the personal realm of personal attacks, I recommend you stop. First, you don't know me. You don't know what I know. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know my history. So I recommend you stop because it only embarrasses you, not me. Everything I said is simply good analysis through facts. And if you want a good argument, you can just say facts. I don't really care who you are. A good argument is good argument. It has nothing to do with who the person is. Like you don't have to be, for example, you don't have to be like a professor of sociology to know certain things BS. A BS is BS. It's easily spotted. Like this is facts. You don't have to have a degree in like PhD in sociology to know that certain things BS. Come from the place of authority is not my thing. They're low. Hasuke! This guy's gonna die. I'm not gonna go there anymore. This guy like to waste his skills. Their red is coming up. Nice job, top. Let's give me their red, which is really, really good. I have to take ours if I can take theirs, you know. It's always a good feeling to take enemy buff and your buff.
Attack the turtle. Your team destroyed a turret.
Nice job, top. Top lane is destroying them right now. That rarely happens. Usually top lane feeds, like you see a few games ago. Top lane's doing alright. Maybe because it's export and then Alice and Yusuf didn't know how to deal with it. Maybe. I take that for experience and gold. It's actually quite a bit of experience and quite a bit of gold. So, and then I can just easily get this and heal back up.
Attack the turtle.
Hasuke! Wait, who got that? Oh, YSS did. Damn, nice. Nice. Oh, lucky. Very lucky all. Waiting for him to dash. You can tell! Valir. Hasuke! Need dots. You gotta look for opportunities, man. When an opportunity presents itself, they go in, go for it. Come to the enemy, red.
Request back. Push first. Initiate retreat. Mega kill.
Need dots. Thank you, Loi, for coming. Appreciate it. Appreciate your participation. Alright.
Your team destroyed.
I'm just interested in farming their jungle. I'm not interested in fighting them right now because I already used my skills. They really think I want to fight them. I just use all my skills. It's not like I can't fight them. Zaz's ultimate. Their entire team has their ultimate. Alice had their ultimate. Not about to fight when everyone had and I don't have ultimate. That's just bad judgment.
Your team destroyed a turret. Well played.
I don't think this Zaz knows that he's spawn. Give a lot of gold and experience. Aw, Alice here again. Run away. Mia is 1-1-0. What has he done this game? Right? He's gonna hyper carry me. Hyper carry me. I mean, it's not. I'm not against it. You have to actually carry. Totally guitar. He does. Nobody's bottom lane, huh? I don't really care about bottom. Can't go bottom. It's gonna stop my momentum. I'm gonna fight this turtle. Yeah. You tell me one thing you did with a red buff, Mia, this entire game. I'll give you a skin. Hosage! Totally guitar! Not force his ultimate. Not using it. Take a circle in their base. Let's go ahead and take this. He's at least like reasonable. He doesn't take multiple buffs, so give him that. I like a reasonable person. Hosage! Totally guitar! There we go. Ooh, another ult. I'm just kidding with you guys. I'm gonna go take our blue. Do, 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 do. 5 years and maybe just for to end this way. I know. Dark, I know. It's so sad, dude. I don't think it's gonna end though, to be honest, because most fanboys won't leave. You know, they probably don't even know why they should move to League of Legends, Mobile Legend, League of Legends Wild Rift. Because for most players, this is the first MOBA most player ever played. Like a first MOBA they ever played. You know, totally guitar. That's game. GG's. Use doubts. Yep. Okay, Lean second skill. Does it auto stabs nearby enemy? Does it stab the direction of your blink? Build PSGI. It's weird. It blocked like a line. Stab a line, but it probably has heroes. And also, it also depends on what hero select you go with. So it basically select a target and it damage anyone that's in between you and then the target, right? So the target is decided by your hero select. Do you select lowest HP? Do you select close to target? That kind of stuff. Easy dubs. I'm playing Smurf, guys. Yeah, the last 2 games was just like, look at this game before. Look at the game before this game. What the hell, man? That was some next level. I'm 0-0-0. Our team is 0-3-0, 1-3-0, 0-1-0, and is surrendered. I could have carried him. I could have carried him if the game went a little bit longer. But I decided to surrender, so whatever makes them happy. Same as this game. Franco's 1-8. You have a Leslie picked after I picked Granger. Wins 3-11. The mid lane is 4-9, and you got a 4-4 Sicily. Sicilian's fine. 4-4. 4-9, 3-11, 1-8. How am I gonna carry that? It's just too heavy. Too heavy. So with that, guys, thank you all so much for coming to the stream. I hope you guys enjoy the stream as much as we did. Why don't you stream some other games too, like Ghost, Scary Game? We were gonna do that, but we ended up talking. I was gonna play a different game today. So make sure to like, subscribe, and turn the bell on, guys. Join the coolest fam on Planet ML. With that, Ascendant Dave signing off. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys on our normal weekly stream tomorrow. Actually, before I do that, I need to do the giveaway for the winner. 1 second. I need to do the giveaway for the giveaway winner. 1 second. Muster up. Muster up. Verification. All I have to do is turn off the Elgato group. Alright. Let me give the skin first. I like to do it on stream so we have like witnesses. So people know I actually did it. Unless, like, I don't know. If I don't do it this way, people are gonna say, "Ah, he never did it. It's just a fake giveaway." Like a lot of other YouTubers does, they actually do fake giveaways. I don't do that. That's why I like to verify it on stream. Okay, so the winner wanted the... Let me confirm with this ID. Yep. Correct ID. 140. Okay, ID search. Yeah, that's right. Fudge! Every time, man. Every time. Yesterday it's Karma, I believe. Karma. I need to delete that. Unfollow. I don't have any. I don't have like. Oh damn! He wanted the. Oh my god! I mistakenly unfollowed Karma. I have to add him back. Cause it's. He wanted Starlight. Damn it. Oh, I didn't go back. 618-996-9601. So annoying, dude. Black Star. How about Black Star? What the hell is this? Follow. Fall Blade. Follow. If I don't recognize you, I'm gonna unfollow you. 5412. And let me see if I can add this. 5415 91 91250. ID search. Alright, yeah, I got this guy followed. I need to unfollow him. I need to get back in the habit of unfollow people. I won't have space to do giveaways. It's so annoying, man. Like, because I have to do giveaways, I only got like I'm reaching maximum limit with like the space I have. Like, how does that? Okay, so let me add the giveaway winner. 140-330-108. Search. ID search. Follow. Copy. All right, so copied, and he wanted to have the Chang'e Crystal Moon mage by Diamond. Crimson Moon. There it is. Alright, paste. Congrats. Congrats. Alright. Skin sent. Chang'e. Alright, guys, thank you all so much once again for coming to the stream today. You guys have been a fantastic audience. Lovely audience. Very, very happy to have you guys. And tomorrow we'll stream at the same time on a regular weekly schedule. Use schedule down below in the description. With that, Ascendant Dave signing off. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, rest of your evening, rest of your day. Ascendant Dave signing off. Bye now.
My car don't look like a phantom. I don't own that house in the Hamptons, and my 2 chains ain't gold at all. I can't buy you a diamond necklace. Being good with money takes practice, but somehow I don't mind at all. Cause no one's got what we got. We hit it up on rooftops. No matter what they say, we will do this our way. We ain't in it for the dollars, no. Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit.